A question for everybody in the YouTube VOD and in the chat on the Twitch. Did you know there was a 2019 Gyakuten Saibon Ace Attorney Orchestra? Everyone in the chat knows because I just mentioned it, but if you're on the YouTube VOD, this is something you need to look at. Go look at the YouTube video, because, oh my god, they outdid themselves since the original concert from, like, what, 2008 or something? I'm looking at the art. It looks beautiful. And I'm glad that Ace Attorney seems to be making a comeback. What can I say about it that I haven't already been saying about it since, like, going to Crunchyroll Expo and seeing all the Ace Attorney art and keychains and whatnot? It can happen. Capcom will acknowledge the series, and I'll be damned if they don't. Look, I just become a Capcom creator just to sign up for the to raise the awareness of Ace Attorney. We'll see. Anyway, we're playing the orchestra music right now while we wait. We're starting the fourth case of Miles Edgeworth, Ace Attorney Investigations, Prosecutor's Path. And it's called The Forgotten Turnabout. I'm playing blind, so I don't know what it's about, but, you know, even if I did know, I probably forgot. No. Here's my prediction. It has probably something to do with, that serial murderer that we knew from the jail. That one guy. That, what's his name again? Sirhan Dogan, that's the one. Since there's this whole past with Edgeworth that he talked about. Maybe Miles Edgeworth, maybe Gregory Edgeworth, I don't know. But we've already set up that the past is relevant to this game. Let's see what the overarching story looks like, how it evolves, because you know there's gonna be one. Let's do it! No, we're not ending already. That's the wrong scene. Anyway, welcome on in, everybody. Hope you're doing good. The Forgotten Turnabout, beginning, part 1. Also, Puzzling Shutterbug, welcome on in. Wrong button, let's press it. Let's press the right one this time. I like the music already. From here on out, let the council begin. Let our members discuss this matter with a clear conscience of the goddess of law. Edgeworth, why are you on trial in, like, the super trial? The freaking Organization 13. Today's deliberation will be about Miles Edgeworth's aptitude and ability as a prosecutor. Better than everyone else. Who are you? Why are you wearing that raincoat? Wait. Is this just Kingdom Hearts? Ah! Ah! Wait! Kay, no! Don't fall into the ocean! I'm gonna have to play simple and clean and get fire muted! Okay, I hope she's okay, though. April 5th, 1:23 p.m. High Prosecutor's Offices, room 1202. Okay, seriously, though, that just looked like something straight out of Kingdom Hearts. You know that room with the Organization 13 where they deliberate? They had, like, the giant chairs that who knows how they actually get into them. Kay, oh, you're right. She's gotta be, right? Come on, she's barely contributed to the game. Calm down. You're getting dust everywhere.
I already cleaned this room 3 times since this morning.
Well, now you'll need to do it a 4th time.
You're way too calm, sir. What if they actually take your badge?
A decision has not yet been made.
But it looks like it's pretty much decided. Don't you remember what Judge Courtney said?
Prosecutor Edgeworth, the PIC has you in its sights. They will receive a report on everything you did here today, and you will most likely be required to appear before them.
I have been ordered to attend the meeting. That is all.
I hate this, sir. I won't be able to work with you anymore.
As a detective, perhaps you should welcome this turn of events. Maybe the next prosecutor you work with won't cut your salary so much.
But, Edgeworth, it's just not the same if you're not the one doing it. They might even cut it more, and I don't even know how many cents I can afford to lose. They raised the price of ramen by 20 cents, Edgeworth. 20 cents!
So?
That's already 3 times my salary!
How much have you been cutting that? You would no longer have to work with such a troublesome prosecutor as myself.
Why would you say something like that, sir? The problem is with the PIC and their false accusations. Mr. Edgeworth, don't tell me. You actually want to become a defense attorney?
I don't know if he'd actually see Phoenix more or less if he became a defense attorney. Probably less.
Because you can't do that. Being a prosecutor is exactly what makes you Prosecutor Edgeworth, sir.
Defense attorney, huh? I became a prosecutor because of the incident where I lost my father. However, the reason I became interested in the legal world was because my father, who passed away, had been a defense attorney.
It is a little bit of a conundrum. Cryo Plum! Plum, thank you for the resub. Welcome back to the chicken coop. Grab a nest, get comfy, and whoa, 9-month streak. What are we gonna name the sub baby? Also, Plum, didn't you start streaming like an hour ago? Are you still streaming? Well, I hope I'm not keeping you from video games. Gumshoe a cutie. Well, I'm not gonna disagree with that. Gumshoe's our good boy, good lad. He deserves to be the next Ace Attorney. Come on, Catcom. Ace Attorney 7. Make it happen. The people are clamoring for it. Please. Gummy needs that Christmas bonus so it can get cut all over again, right? Ace Attorney fans, one joke. Besides our other one joke.
Fight crime as a prosecutor or to save people as a defense attorney? I want you to think carefully about how you want to live your life from now on.
Plum's not streaming, sub baby's named Gumshoe Jr. Fair enough, fair enough. I don't know if I believe that, X to doubt, but sure. Technical issues. It happens. Oh, is it because stream elements? I noticed this earlier in someone else's stream. Stream elements is just down for everybody. Like, if I tried to shout out somebody right now, I bet it wouldn't work. Like, let me see. Oh, no, it's working again. Okay, well, it was down earlier. So, I don't know what's going on. But I'm glad they fixed it. Anyway, Shutterbug loves my Edgeworth voice. Oh, I've had years to think about it. Years. You know, can we just talk about it for a little bit? Like, the 1, 2, or 2 voice clips you hear from him in the original DS games. Objection! Like, you can't quite tell if he's transatlantic, mid-Atlantic, or if he's got a British accent. But just given the context of the games, it doesn't really make sense for him to be British. So, mid-Atlantic, he's just a posh boy. And then you just go from there. You make it your own. And all that is just me saying, when I play the first 3 Ace Attorneys on stream, you know I'm gonna give Edgeworth the poshest voice possible. Back when he was all hoity-toity and looking down on Phoenix.
You start amateur! Are you listening, sir? I don't like this one bit.
There's no need for you to be so pessimistic. Maybe my replacement will be more lenient during your salary assessments. What did I say? We have one joke and Capcom is in on it.
Yeah, I see. That way I can eat more than just instant noodles every day.
One joke!
Wait, what am I saying? That's not the point here.
He was actually imagining it.
Maybe he'll have the fancy noodles. You know, the ones that have bits of meat in them.
We're busy right now. Come back later, pal.
Nurse? Wait, who is this? Who is this? They look familiar. That's not Maggie, is it? No, that's not Maggie. There's no way.
Paging Mr. Edgeworth. Is there a Mr. Miles Edgeworth here?
Mr. Edgeworth is busy now. I'll listen to whatever you had to say later, pal.
Or is this Kay in a disguise? Maybe. She fell off a building, though. How would she be dressed up as a nurse?
This isn't good. Your face has become all red. A red face.
Clearly, he's drunk.
Like I said, we're kind of busy right now, so...
I've got it. You have a tummy ache, right?
Empty stomach, same kind of deal.
This calls for an injection, stat. Please roll up your sleeves.
No, I'm perfectly healthy.
Scared of a little shot, Gumshoe? It's nothing. I just feel a little prick. Who might you be?
Ah, I'm so sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Karen Jensen.
Karen. Like, starts with K, but not really. I see.
I'm a registered nurse at the Dai Young Hospital.
That's a very unfortunate name. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, the Dai Young Hospital. Oof. Like we're gonna...
I'm sorry, but nobody here is sick. You must have the wrong room.
Are you Mr. Miles Edgeworth? You have such great wrinkles between your brow.
Wrinkles?
Could it be lupus? This calls for an injection.
It's not lupus. It's never lupus. Don't you even watch House? Oh, whatever. Just tell me what business you have with me.
Ah, yes. Actually, there's someone who'd like to see you. Please wait a moment. I'll call them here right now.
Wait, why do you have to leave the room for that? Wait!
She left, see? I wonder who she's gonna bring. If she's bringing someone from the hospital, could it be a patient, sir?
Could it be Kay? Well, if she's well enough to trudge on down to Edgeworth's office, I suppose she's mostly fine.
Maybe it's someone who was traumatized by your harsh words.
What is that supposed to mean? Ah, yes, this is a trauma center crossover. The patient's infected with guilt.
See? When you glare at me like that, it feels like I'm gonna have a heart attack.
And it's also a Death Note crossover.
You could send someone to the hospital with that.
Is it really that bad? I'm just being my normal self, though.
Is he that intimidating? Whoa!
Sorry for the wait. Well, what do you think?
Kay, is that you? I'm glad you're all right, but... What do I think?
Do you not recognize me?
Now that she mentions it, I feel like I've met her before.
This card. Your name was written on it. Do you know who I am?
She has amnesia! Oh no, Kay!
Kay, what happened to you?
Who did this? You wouldn't remember. Ah, crap. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm suddenly remembering something I said earlier in this game. In the jail case with the electric fence, I said, Kay, if you get yourself put in the hospital, I'm not gonna visit. Maybe I should take that back.
Mr. Edgeworth, maybe you really did send her to the hospital.
Of course not.
But this is your business card, sir. It clearly says Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth.
That's true.
I am terribly sorry. I'm, well...
No, you're not well. That's the problem.
The truth is, this girl suffers from memory loss.
Memory loss?
Yes, that seems to be the case. Her parents should be worried sick right now. They probably haven't been able to sleep. I doubt they've gotten more than 8 hours.
Isn't that plenty of sleep?
Not for me. As if I'd even get that much.
Oh, I see. It sure sounds horrible, but it's all right now. Since she has that business card, she must be an acquaintance of Mr. Edgeworth's.
You don't recognize Kay? How long has it been since she got put in the hospital, though? Like, I don't think her hair was that long before. It's hard to tell. She always has it up.
Just leave it to us, pal. Right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Indeed. We might be able to verify her identity at least.
Would you really do that for me?
First, I'd like you to tell us everything that you know.
Anytime, Mr. Edgeworth. You have nothing to worry about now, miss.
Good grief.
Why does Karen look so much like Kay, though? Could be a body swap? What if? What if Kay had twin this whole time, though? And this nurse just brought this Kay in order... You know, I don't know. I've played too much Ace Attorney that my mind is now flooding with possibilities. And I don't want to say too much now, because I might be spoiling other Ace Attorney games. Here, hey, I've got a badge. Maybe this will jog your memory. Here, I'll let you steal it. Come on, you want to steal, right? It's treasure. Shiny.
I am terribly sorry. Even if you give me that, I still don't remember anything about you.
No, I wasn't planning on giving it to you. Hey, maybe she still has instincts on wanting to take it. At least. Mysterious girl. Yeah, it probably was Organization 13. Fight them all right now. Be careful, though. There's 13 of them. It'll take a while.
But still, where to begin? What should I ask her first?
Miss, do you remember your name?
My name? I am terribly sorry. She's been like this ever since yesterday, you know.
So you found her yesterday.
Wow, that's amazing. How'd you know?
What a tiresome woman.
Edgeworth, you find every woman tiresome. Maybe that says something about you. Don't worry, Edgeworth will figure himself out someday.
I found her stumbling around late last night, so I took her in. I wanted to help her out, so I looked through her things.
So that's how you found my business card.
Did she have anything else with her?
Nothing to reveal her name or address. But she was wearing this when I found her. It is an unusual design, don't you think?
You get it now, Edgeworth!
What?
This badge is...
What? Yes, Hagaros is... that means... could it be? Are you... Kay?
Kay.
She is not okay. Itagaras's badge data, jot it down. Your name. You're Kay Faraday. You are Kay, right?
I am Kay.
Kay! Don't you remember me? I mean, you'd always call me Gummy, pal.
Gummy. I would call one of my elders something so rude?
She's got a very proper speech pattern. I can imagine how this went in Japanese. She probably went from like super crass, maybe even Osaka-style dialect to just prim and proper Tokyo accent.
I'm so sorry. What a horrible thing I did. I feel like my heart is going to burst from guilt.
No, not that guilt.
Just what happened to you, pal? You became so sensitive. If you're this sensitive and delicate and frail, then you're not even Kay anymore. You're someone else, pal.
Gumshoe! She's going through something right now. Heck, don't be so hard on her.
Watch your words, detective. If you say that, it almost sounds like Kay isn't sensitive or delicate at all.
See, there you go. Edgeworth can tell beneath her thiefly facade.
Though I can't deny there is some truth to what he says.
What sort of person was I? Before I lost my memory?
Well, for starters, your name was Kay Faraday. A cheerful girl full of spirit and vigor, and a great thief.
Great thief?
Yes, to put it frankly, a great thief steals valuables from people's drawers and safes.
Steal? I caused so much trouble for others?
Well, you tried.
You certainly tried, but I didn't let you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I never imagined I would be a criminal. Maybe losing my memory was retribution for my crimes.
Ooh, this hurts. This hurts a lot. No, you didn't actually.
Oh, this is so messed up, sir.
You just realized Karen's name pun. Yeah, Karen. She's Karen for all the sick people. Not sure about the Jensen, though. Werben Jaegerman Jensen?
But it does sort of make sense, you know. These gloves and stuff, they look just like a thief might wear.
Those clothes.
Yes, she was wearing them when I found her. I had her change her clothes, so I'm holding on to them for now.
Something appears to be stuck on her clothes. Perhaps it has something to do with Kay's memory loss.
Thank goodness this is anime, where the worst thing that happens after falling off a building is losing your memory, instead of, I don't know, internal hemorrhage.
I'll send it down to the lab later and have them check it out, sir.
Good. I will be counting on you, Detective Gumshoe.
At any rate, these really look like a thief's clothes, don't they? I am a criminal.
It's true you were a great thief, but never once did you commit a crime. That alone I can assure you.
Is that so?
It's probably better if I don't press this issue any further.
Remove the car from the whole name. Injensen? Injensen. Injection? Care injection? Injection. Okay. So it's care and injection. That's the pun. Care injection. Actually, I like that a lot. There's two parts to it. A lot better than Remember Me, that's for sure. Hold on, look at this. This is your badge.
Do you like badges, Mr. Edgeworth?
Well, you know, I've grown rather fond of them ever since a certain defense attorney kept showing me his. Not particularly.
But you're always carrying around badges.
It's just a part of my job, and this badge is also a piece of evidence.
I see. So you carry around things that you don't like in order to train and strengthen your spirit.
That is just clearly wrong.
Is it, Edgeworth? Is it? As per usual, I saw this comic about Ace Attorney where it's the "this is fine," you know, the one with the dog in the hat. But it's Edgeworth saying this is fine while the fires around him burn of like his past trauma, his loss of his father, his messed up upbringing because of Von Karma, his forced career path. And then Phoenix is just trying to put them out with a bucket going like, "No, this is not fine."
Edgeworth carries a lot of pain. A lot of pain.
I'm really sorry for not remembering you. What kind of relationship do we have?
Well, that's rather difficult to explain.
I mean, it's the type of relationship where one time you blew your nose in my jabot. I'm feeling like that's a bond closer than brotherhood.
Kay, you were Mr. Edgeworth's assistant.
Oh my! Then a prosecutor is the kingpin of a great thief?
No, that's not what I meant, pal.
The last time I met Kay was the day before yesterday. Just what did she do from then up until now? Miss Jensen, was the badge the only thing this girl had on her?
She did have some other things, but I don't think they will be very helpful at all.
I'll be the judge of that.
I don't mind. Please, show them to me.
Well then, I'll give them to you one by one, okay?
I'm sorry, is that the Jamming Ninja?
This is a Jamming Ninja mask. Maybe she went to a superhero show or something?
This seems to be a letter addressed to Kay. This is a ticket stub. And this...
A flower made of cloth. Like the ones you usually see in restrooms, sir.
A corsage.
Restrooms? I'm sorry, Gumshoe, what?
It is usually used primarily as an accessory for women.
Well, that's everything. Did you find anything out?
Not really. They were just a bunch of random things.
Hold on, I gotta actually examine. They're not in my inventory yet. I have to examine them first.
Also, Scribbles, how you doing? Nice 6th.
I'll look over them in more detail later.
Slaps top of Edgeworth. You could fit so much angst into this bad boy. So much angst. Diamond Ninja, made out of cheap plastic. Like the kind you wear to a festival. Letter. I gotta read that letter. Who's it from? Ticket stub. To the Grand Tower? Purple flower. Good, the game told me it was purple. Thank you, game. Now it's learned that I'm colorblind. It was the Jammin' Ninja all along. Gosh dang it! I was about to blame frickin' Jack Hammer. That wasn't the Jammin' Ninja. That was frickin' the evil magistrate.
Oh, this is horrible. Kay's lost a memory.
Well, then we're gonna have to recover it for her. Can't examine that. Let's check the letter. Jill? Jill Stingray from Valhalla? Dear Kay, I promise that I'll get it back for you. Your most precious memory. Jill. Well, right now she's not had any memories. Any memory would be precious right about now. Grand Tower viewing platform, 4/4, 7:28 p.m. Student, $6. Student. Oh yeah, Kay Faraday walking around with a student ID. Although the nurse said she didn't have anything identifying on her. No refunds, valid only a date of issue, so that proves it was from that day at least. Purple flower, Visage. Oh, I can look at the Yatagarasu badge.
Thank you for... Okay, Echo's off now. I'm not sure if I ever turned it off or what. I should make like some sort of big sign that appears over my screen if that's on. Because sometimes I just don't know until I just happen to glance at my voice mod.
This is the badge that Kay is always wearing. It's emblazoned with the mark of the Yatagarasu, and it really stands out. I doubt there were any thieves who would actually wear it.
Look, sometimes the best place to hide is in plain sight. You don't understand, Edgeworth. You're not thinking like a thief. Windy, what's up? We just started case 4, and boy oh boy is my heart already wrenching. Don't worry, Kay. We'll find out who did this to you.
How do we get it back to normal? How do we get it back to normal?
Calm down, Detective. I've already thought of something. You're in such a panic, you've lost your accent.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, I know my Brooklyn accent is part of my charm. As I would expect of Mr. Edgeworth. So, what did you find out, sir?
Sasuga Edgeworth da. I guess Satsuga Mitsurugi-san da. Look at this ticket stub.
Oh, it's a ticket for the viewing platform of the Grand Tower.
Miss Dice? Do you know something about the Grand Tower?
Of course I do. It's a super famous dating spot after all.
Oh, do you go on many dates to the tower?
They say if a couple holds hands up there, they'll be together forever. Tee-hee.
Brooklyn Rage!
The timestamp on the ticket is from yesterday. Moreover, it is only valid on the day of issue.
Since she only has the stub, she must have used it, right?
I mean, we can assume.
It is very likely. Well then, let's go.
Right now, sir?
Right now, of course. Who knows how much evidence is just wasting away while we wait?
The cause of Kay's memory loss is hidden in our actions.
What about the PIC?
It's still too early for me to be summoned there.
So should I leave Kay with you then?
That is what I would prefer. Kay, you're fine with that, right?
She fell off a building yesterday, Miles. Probably the hospital should make sure she's ready to be discharged. I guess, you know, if the nurse brought her here, I suppose it's fine. Still, though.
Yes, please. Thank you very much. Well, I have to get back to work, so if anything happens, please contact the Da Young Hospital. If you guys need an injection, I'll be there anytime, any place.
Yes, well. I think Gumshoe's gonna need an injection of instant noodle broth stat. It's the only way he can afford it, through medical insurance.
Yes, I understand. I don't think I will call her for an injection, though.
Well, what if we held hands at the Grand Tower? Ooh. Ooh.
Well then, let's go, Detective. And you too, Kay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for helping me.
Could I do a push to modify voice thing? Well, that's the thing. It's not push to, but it's a toggle. And I have it on one of the buttons on my controller. But if I accidentally just kind of like tap the controller button, then sometimes it turns on by itself, or sometimes I just forget to press it again. And I'm too lazy to keep holding it just the whole time I'm echoing, so I don't know, maybe I could just make it hold the talk. April 5th, 2:07 p.m. outside Grand Tower Plaza. Inject the broth in your veins. Hey, what's wrong with chicken broth in your veins? I mean, that's just my blood, right?
According to the pamphlet, this building is 50 stories tall. It's mostly filled with offices, though. Only the viewing platform is open to the public. Here you go, sir. I just got this at the reception desk.
The reception desk outside the building? Good, thank you. I like there's a little taxi sign there. You see those all over Tokyo, just like little taxi stops. Yeah, I don't really live in a city that has a regular taxi service. Like, LA has taxis, but you have to call them on the phone. Like, in Tokyo, taxis just queue up waiting for the time that trains stop so that they know their services are needed as soon as that happens. So they know where to find business. Grand Tower pamphlet data. Well then, let us head inside immediately.
The Grand Tower! The Grand Tower's collapsing!
Wait!
Oh, who? Whoa.
No, you can't! Please stop! Please! I beg of you! No, it's no good! Unless I drink fresh milk, my thoughts just won't reach!
Kid. Are you an Esper of some sort? Esperoba? Okay, if he tells me he's psychic, I'm giving him the Esperoba voice from Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
What's wrong, pal? Did something happen at the Grand Tower?
Cut! Penny Nichols? Yo, Penny Nichols! I wouldn't have thought they remembered her! Excuse me?
Excuse me? We're sort of in the middle of shooting a movie and,
I suspected as much.
How do you overcome fear of heights? I don't know. I have a fear of heights myself, and I don't like it. I just stay far away from any balconies, for the most part. Ugh. There's a tower in Tokyo. Not the Tokyo Tower, but the Tokyo Skytree. I've been to the top of it, and they have this little area where there's like a 1 by 1 foot glass floor, and you're allowed to just stand on it and see that there's just miles and miles of open air underneath you. Yeah, I hate that. I hated it, but I did it because, it's part of going to the Skytree. And I still recommend going to the Tokyo Skytree. They got a Pokemon Center there, We are sorry for any trouble we caused you. Detective Gumshoe?
I'm so sorry, pal. I really thought the tower was gonna collapse or something.
If there's a movie shoot here, shouldn't they be blocking it off? Oh man, not at the apartment I'm at, but I remember at one point they were filming some movie outside of my apartment. Way back when I was still in college. I don't know what movie that ended up being. I should have checked. Could have seen myself in there.
whatever. Hey, director, I'm taking a break. I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. What a relief. It looks like the tower's collapse was prevented somehow.
Explaining all this to Kay as she is now would take more time than it's worth.
Well then, we should get going. Kay, please, no. What? We're not gonna introduce Penny Nichols to Edgeworth? Edgeworth, you don't remember her? From the Steel Samurai incident? April 5th, 2:18 p.m. Grand Tower viewing platform. Come on, Edgeworth. He probably takes on so many cases he doesn't remember her. Sad. Sorry for pinning the blame on you that one time, Penny. That had to happen.
Wow, what a view! I bet I can see my house from here.
is really strong up here.
Everything should be fine as long as you stay close to me and Mr. Edgeworth, pal. If you start to blow away, one of us will be sure to catch you.
Just like tire to Gumshoe. Gumshoe's good ballast.
It's not as if she's a kite.
Kay, do you recognize this place?
I don't know. Was I really here?
Maybe if I get her to talk a bit, it will help jog her memory.
Kay, just tell me whatever you remember. Anything will do. We can input it into Little Thief and then, recreate it. The nurse didn't give me Little Thief. Somebody stole Little Thief from Kay. Who took it? Who did this? Someone took it.
Okay. I don't know how much help I'll be.
What? Okay, we're testifying now. Heaven's Tear. Memories of the Tower. Skytree is a cool Pokemon Center, and the Kirby Cafe is there. Yeah, you know what? The Kirby Cafe was closed, or it wasn't even made yet when I visited the Skytree in 2017. It made me a little sad to find out it opened like right after. But someday, I will return. Someday I will return, and I will get the delicious Kirby card cakes and Kirby burgers and the burgies and oh my goodness. Ugh.
Did I really come to a place like this? It's so high up and the wind is so strong. It's frightening. I just can't remember. I can't remember anything at all. I'm sorry. Just that I thought it's impossible.
Jetta Storm Rider, welcome on in. Something's gotta jog her memory. Something!
The memory isn't clearing up at all, huh?
I'm sorry. It's a bit pathetic, isn't it? You're both going out of your way for me, but I'm not helping at all.
You're doing just fine. You have memory loss after all.
I have what?
Oh, worse than I thought.
All right, Mr. Edgeworth. Remember to go easy on her, sir. Normally you have this really intense and kind of scary look on your face.
You're not helping, Detective.
Here, let me put this look on. Just, let me go find it real quick. There you go. Memories of the Tower. Someday people will be able to visit Japan. Yeah, Scribbles. We need to hang out at the Tokyo Skytree. It's gotta happen. And I hope you've been well, Scribbles, by the way. Edgeworth doesn't want to remember Nick. That's impossible. Edgeworth can never stop thinking about him.
This ticket stub proves that you were indeed here.
But I really don't remember coming here at all. I don't think I would want to come to a place like this.
Someone had to have brought her here. But there's no evidence of that. How's Edgeworth gonna figure this one out? You used to love places like these, though. Like every case, what does she do? She keeps trying to climb to the tallest thing there.
Was that really me? You're so high up. Just looking down makes me dizzy. I think these kinds of places should be shut down.
What? Like,
what if an elderly person or a small child were to fall off?
the railing here is quite high. I think your worries are unfounded. High railing? So someone deliberately threw her off.
Is that so?
Well, we know that. But Edward, put it together, man.
Hold it!
Gumshoe's 260 pounds of muscle. He'd work as an anchor for a boat.
Oh, that's my second job, pal. You know, Los Angeles has a lot of shipping docks.
It's true, though. A lot of stuff that gets imported just ships through LA.
You say you don't remember anything. In that case, is there anything that looks familiar?
Looks familiar? The cherry tree!
What about the cherry tree?
I was standing under that cherry tree. That's right. I was taking shelter from the rain because it was raining then. And there, a red. I saw something red.
She was under the cherry tree when it rained, and from there she saw something red.
Is something wrong?
It's nothing. Could you add that last part to your story?
It's... Wow, Edgeworth, even when he's just talking to a friend, he has to treat it like a testimony. Edgeworth, it's okay. You're not on the job right now. You can just be Miles Edgeworth, ace citizen, not ace prosecutor. Under the cherry tree.
I feel like I saw something red.
A red? What exactly? Don't say muffler. We've had enough of that in SL9.
A red? Something or other. It was something red. That's all I can remember about it.
Speaking of things that are red here,
Could it be that stand over there?
Stand? A red? Stand?
Standutski!
Ah, that's right! I saw someone walking towards me from the other side of that stand.
And then what happened?
And then... I'm sorry.
It's all right. Simply add everything you just said to your story. We'll just piece together, little by little.
Someone was walking towards me from the other side of that stand.
Roses are red, and Phoenix's suit is blue. Now, with any luck, him and Edgeworth will be me and you. Wait, what? By that stand, you mean the stand directly behind you?
Yes, from behind that red stand, someone came walking towards me. Menacingly. I saw it from under the cherry tree.
You've been saying that you saw someone. Does that mean you didn't see their face? Or was it a person you didn't know?
I'm sorry. That much I don't know.
so someone came walking toward her from behind the red stand. And she saw that from beneath the cherry tree.
Yes, I feel like we repeated that at least 3 times.
I'm sorry. Just as I thought, it's impossible.
If someone threw Kay off the building, that's grounds for attempted murder. Yeah, and then we'll prosecute him. You know, as long as we get here before the best does. You know that Courtney is gonna try assigning him to the case again.
Is there nothing else that comes to mind?
It doesn't have to be related to the case.
Even if it's not related. Well, I remember the stand there was selling cotton candy.
If you're hungry, you should just say so.
I'll make sure to buy one for you later, pal.
Gumshoe, you can't afford that.
Oh, I can if I make it a medical expense.
Oh dear, he's learned the glory of health insurance. It is a good thing to have. Unfortunately, sometimes you just have to have it.
Thank you very much. I look forward to it.
Oh geez, speaking of which, I hope Kay had health insurance.
There's not much I can do unless I can draw out more information from her. But now I'll press her for more details and see what I can find out.
What if Edgeworth did it and then he forgot? Yes, the red. He saw the red. The red was Edgeworth's suit. Okay, let's read this. Viewing platform, tree stand, cherry tree candy stand. Well, yeah, okay, well that lines up. Oh, actually, I don't know. Other side of the stand? I mean, I'm sure you could, but other side of the stand is kind of like off the building. Is that what that could be what I press. Otherwise, I don't see anything that would look like a contradiction. My other idea is maybe she didn't see their face because they were wearing a gem and ninja mask. And then maybe as Kay fell, she was able to grab it off their face. I'm gonna say there isn't space to stand behind the stand.
Objection!
Yeah, like were they climbing the building or something?
So you're saying that someone came from behind the stand and walked directly towards you?
Yes, someone came right up to me.
Then that someone must have been a ghost.
No, it was a person. I'm sure of it.
If this is where you were under the cherry tree, then someone behind the stand wouldn't have any ground to stand on. They'd be floating in midair.
A ghost. Like, okay, that sounds like something Phoenix would purport.
No person should be able to stand there.
So how did that happen? Window washer?
But I'm not lying. Someone in red was on the other side of the stand.
Kay, oh my god, are you okay? Her eye! It's twitching something fierce.
They were walking towards me, getting closer and closer. And then, that person! Ah!
What's wrong? Calm down, it's all right. Me and Mr. Edgeworth are both here for you, pal.
I was pushed off. The person in red. Yes, they were wearing a red raincoat.
Someone in a red raincoat was walking in midair, and furthermore, they pushed her off the building. Nonsense. There was no way she could be all right after falling off a building this high.
Someone had to come from behind the stand, and she was pushed off. But she survived. Like, yeah, 50 stories. She's okay somehow. Maybe there was like a platform extending from both sides of the building. One for the perpetrator to have come from, and one for Kay to fall off onto. Kay, it's alright. I'm sorry. We should probably get her away from that fence. That is probably not good memory for her.
Attention, everyone! Please remain where you are! What's wrong, pal? I'm a detective. Well, tell me what's going on.
Sir, a body was just discovered in this building! Ah, here it goes!
Body?
Close my eyes at the moment there's a new animation. Was it Kay screaming? That was pretty scary. Who was the victim? I saw it. We're currently investigating the details, but the victim is a woman. Oh, please don't tell me that Penny Nichols died. What? Excuse me? We have verified that her name is Kay. What? What? That's happened like 3 times in this game. Edgeworth's little what? And then Gumshoe following up with a what? Say did out until this point. Yeah, sure. What? No, they had to have found somebody who maybe Kay's ID card fell onto them and she was holding it at the time like her student ID because she had a student ticket. April 5th, 2:36 p.m. Grand Tower PIC meeting room. Why does everybody die when Edgeworth is around? Yeah, Edgeworth should just stop traveling. Anywhere he goes somewhere new, there's a murder.
This room is...
Would this room happen to be?
Yes, sir.
It is the Prosecutorial Investigation Committee's meeting room.
What? It's here?
Ah, so that little bit at the beginning. The part with Kay falling off has already happened, but the part with Edgeworth in the room is yet to happen.
I'd heard they recently moved out of the prosecutor's building. But to think that they moved here of all places.
Must have paid a pretty penny to move. Isn't Kay a personal friend to Edgeworth? Oh my goodness! In fact, she's standing right behind us. Who is this person who died? Mr. Edgeworth! Kay! Karen, you're here! And who is this doctor? She looks very analytical, and her hair bun looks like an onion. What brings you here? How are you holding up? Also, what does her hat say? What does Karen's hat say? Safety first? Something like that?
We're in the middle of an investigation right now. Sorry, but who might this be?
Ah, this is my granny. Let me just... Hi there, Sonny. The name's Bonnie Young.
Oh, of Da Young Hospital.
Who the heck are you? She says.
It is a pleasure to meet you. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecutor.
Please don't tell me that Bonnie gets the hots for Edgeworth too. You know, Edgeworth just giving every old woman he meets the vapors.
Miss Jensen, isn't Young the name of...
am. Granny is the director of the Da Young Hospital.
This old lady is the director?
Oh, you call it old, she says.
She can read my thoughts?
To be fair, you had it written on your face, Edgeworth.
Oh, so that granny's pretty important, huh?
Don't call her a granny. Papa.
I wouldn't go that far. I mean, yeah, she is. Ah, these people are the patient's guardians, you know. The one with amnesia.
It seems she is a bit of an introvert.
Hey, Sonny, want me to cure that bad case of the frownies for you? She says.
Edgeworth's been needing that all his life. My goodness, and here I thought it was chronic.
I'm afraid that's an incurable disease for Mr. Edgeworth, pal. It's genetic, you know.
Huh? Really, Granny? You want me to say that? I ain't got nothing to say to you, whippersnappers. You're free to do whatever you want. But you better not get in the way of my autopsy.
Please wait.
No means no.
Hey, you don't have the right to decide that, pal.
Whoa! Excuse me? That's your grandmother?
Sorry, Granny is the coroner, you see.
I would imagine. Do you think she's the person who does... Oh, what the heck? She just smacked her cane on her foot? Ouch! Okay, this is a look at this grandmother-granddaughter dynamic right here. Well, again, we have dynamics of a guardian and their child/grandchild. It's a theme of this entire game so far.
And she's in charge of this case, so... Ow! So I'm very sorry, but that's the way it is.
What do you mean that's the way it is, pal?
Well, even if you ask me, I'm not the one who said it.
Jeez. I'm glad that's just her hair.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I'm watching a comedy act, sir.
Little bit of Osakan slapstick. Little bit.
Well, we need to get back to the autopsy, so please excuse us, and take care.
Jeez, I hope they're not doing like a Weekend at Bernie's thing. Because Granny ain't doing much talking on her own. It's an onion bun. A bunion. Ew.
What's with her attitude?
We received permission to investigate. There shouldn't be any problems.
That attitude of hers is a huge problem, sir.
Mr. Edgeworth, what do we do now?
Well, first of all, we thank Drewby for the 3 years. Oh my god, it is 36 months. Welcome back to the chicken coop. Grab a nest, get comfy. Drew, dude, thank you. Also, are you starting Metal Gear Solid right now? Y'all, Drew is nearing the end of Metal Gear Solid, and I'm missing out on it. I'm sad. I love Metal Gear Solid, and I want to play it again. I actually started up Twin Snakes on my own time the other day, and I'm just got the itch. I got the itch for stealth. So, you know, I'm gonna have to watch that VOD later. You have a good one, Drew. Can we get a shout out for Drewby, by the way?
We'll investigate the scene, of course. As a prosecutor, I cannot stand by and do nothing. Well then, let's begin.
Investigation, start! Oh, I thought the big words would come up. Show me the big words!
But the policeman said the dead person is also named K.
They mean, Agent K from the Men in Black. What? No! But Agent K was a good dude!
Then I'm pretty sure I'm not the K that you know, Mr. Edgeworth.
I don't know about that.
We shall investigate that now, but don't worry. There's no question that you are the K I know.
Okay.
An amnesiac K and a corpse K. Both are connected to the Grand Tower. I'm certain that this case will lead into K's lost memories.
Oh, I hope that's not Jill, whoever that is. Grand Tower, PIC meeting room. Why is the corpse here? Did they find the corpse in the PIC room? Oh, this isn't Courtney, is it? I should play Metal Gear again. I absolutely should. I need an excuse to. Because I streamed Metal Gear Solid 1 when I was just starting out. but I never continued on to Metal Gear Solid 2. I should, though. End 3, and then we can go to 4 and Peace Walker and all that good stuff. I'm way overdue for it, that's for sure. Also, Queen Miku, nice 8th. Also, Queen Miku, nice toss. Also, Balthus the Wolf, nice 10th. Also, Druby, nice 9th. How's it going, everybody? Well, come on in. We're investigating a corpse that appears to be identified as our friend, but our friend's right here, so who the hell is this? Huh. Looks like the corpse was by that statue. I definitely see a pool of blood over there. If I know Ace Attorney, there's a high chance that this body was impaled on something on the statue. Because that happens a lot in Ace Attorney for some reason. Like, a lot. It almost makes me think that they should probably outlaw statues with pointy things in this universe. Like, if I had a nickel for every time somebody in this game series dies because they were impaled on, like, some sort of fence or statue or something, I'd have a lot of nickels. Penny nickels, even.
It's half of a large round table with 11 chairs. It seems to be based off a certain legend.
I know that one, sir. It's the famous Knights of the Brown Table.
Brown table?
Was I wrong? Knights of the Clown Table? Knights Hussein me?
He's getting colder, but I won't say anything. I do love me a good Monty Python reference.
I'm curious if that was in the Japanese or if the localizer just put it in Monty Python for no reason. Not to say me. That's just a shrubbery. Get good one.
I'm sorry. Right now, Granny is in the middle of the autopsy, so...
Are you Sonny's trying to get in the way of my autopsy?
Is what she says. Could you please wait just a little bit longer?
Yes, I suppose we have no choice. We'll come back to investigate the body later.
Miku's late because you were eating a burger with friends. Hey, how about that? I actually ate an Impossible Burger for dinner today. You know, until I had to dispose of some other food in the garbage disposal and then accidentally clogged the sink. So, yeah, that was my night before stream. I hope things clear up soon. I left some Drano in there. Don't worry about it. We're good. I started stream only a little bit late today. Only a little bit. Question for the chat. Who's seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail? I feel like back in the 2000s internet, it was like a rite of passage, you know? Everybody watched that movie, and everybody could meme around about it together. And yet, like, I don't know how many people have still seen that in the modern internet. Like, heck, I don't know how many people are watching now who were born after that movie came out. Because, like, what was that, 2002 or something? Monty Python Holy Grail. Either way, props to the localizers. I'm sorry, what am I doing? 2002? Of course it's not a 2002 movie. For some reason, I felt like it was because it was popular in the internet then. It's from 1975. 2002. As if it was from that recent. Oop. Been a few years. I'll be honest, I didn't watch it until a couple of years ago myself. A bunch of my friends bought it for me for my birthday, and we just had a little like viewing party of it. That was a good gift. Like, pro tip: if you don't know what gift to give a friend, then gift them an experience that you know they'll like. Something you can do together. Like something like concert, movie is something you can think of in that vein. But like a movie you watch together in the comfort of your own home, maybe that's something that you know your friends will like. That was a good idea for me, at least.
You there, tell me the situation of the security in this room.
Yes, sir. To enter this room, a special key card is required.
I see. In other words, not just anyone can enter this room.
Huh. Did Kay steal the key card? And then someone stole it from Kay when they pushed her off the building?
So the person who found the body was also...
Yes, it was a member of the PIC who had come here for today's hearing.
A member of the PIC? If not for this case, right now I would be...
Huh. Well, good for you, Edgeworth. I guess you lucked out. I mean, maybe it's a testament to how good Monty Python and the Holy Grail's held up that I would have believed it's from 2002.
Yes, can I help with something?
Notice anything?
This is an amazing room. There are large boxes filled with books, a stone sculpture, and sparkly windows.
It seems you have also forgotten the names of objects. This might be helpful for some recovering your memories. Just repeat after me. Bookcase.
Broken safe.
Stained glass?
Stolen goods?
Kay? Kay's coming back to us, y'all! Books on the law.
Crooks on the lam.
Statue of the goddess.
Snatched loot of the great thief.
Are all our mistakes biased towards a certain way?
Yo, Kay is in there! We just gotta chisel her out. Kay, remember for me!
Kay, until just a few days ago, you were calling yourself my assistant. Looking at me, is there anything you remember?
Things I remember, huh? Well, yes, just one thing.
His angry glare?
Mr. Edgeworth, on the viewing platform above us,
Oh?
you pointed at me, and
Yes?
with a really scary face, you interrogated me.
Well, that happened just a few minutes ago.
It is a very... That is Edgeworth, though, to a T.
Oh, poor Kay. The terror of Mr. Edgeworth badgering you for contradictions is your only memory. It must be scary, pal. Hopeless. The end of the world, pal.
I should show this detective what true terror really is.
I appreciate that even in this time of hardship, Ace Attorney still keeps a lighthearted tone about it.
Kay, before you lost your memories, you got along well with Detective Gumshoe.
Does looking at me help you remember anything, pal?
Do I remember anything? I know! For a while now, Mr. Edgeworth has been getting on your case.
It's not a memory, it's just a pleasant part of my daily life. Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Oh, so Detective Gumshoe thinks it's pleasant.
Good. Good.
What's good?
Nothing.
It seems I'll have to get on his case even more from now on.
Kay's memories.
The person in the red raincoat really was there.
Are you sure that they were walking towards you from behind the stand?
That's right. They walked straight up to me. There must have been some evidence. Maybe that person left footprints behind.
There's no ground behind the stand. No one could have walked there.
Then was that person a ghost?
There are no such things as ghosts.
Oh,
Edgeworth, you live in a universe where spirit mediums literally summon the dead spirits of past victims and witnesses and have testified on stands before. Your own father's ghost was summoned to court, man. Like, how do you not believe in ghosts?
oh, is this one of those so-called contradictions?
Like, how do you not, Mr. Edgeworth, man? Your own dad. Well, there's definitely some blood here. A lot of it. Is this a fatal amount of blood loss, or did someone just spill their spaghetti? It's hard to tell.
This is Lady Justice,
The goddess of the law. Nice to finally meet her in person. Actual size, too. She's just the sister of Lady Dimitrescu from Resident Evil 8.
You do know a lot, sir. So, what kind of powers does she have?
What is she, a Marvel hero?
She is a symbol of justice, not a superhero. It's said that the scales represent justice, the sword power, and the blindfold equality.
Justice is blind.
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking crook and nanny.
That's where your jam went. Well, I'm sorry, Miku. 5-second rule. I'm gonna have to lick that up if you won't.
A pool of blood lies at the feet of the goddess statue.
She's standing on a book. I just noticed.
Judging from the pool of blood, it seems that this was where the victim was killed.
Do you think?
It was me. I spilled the spaghetti.
Well, Chibi, I won't hold it against you. Just make sure to clean it up, okay? I think there's a mop in the janitor's room.
But, sir, the body is over there.
Maybe that's just where they're conducting the autopsy. Although if they moved the body, they probably should have done that like white rope thing.
After murdering the victim, did the killer move the body?
But no blood trail seems to lead towards it.
Hey. Excuse me?
No, 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 no! Oh, different Interpol agent. Excuse me. You are... Oh yes, what is it? Franziska! Baby, I knew you'd appear. Like, there's no way I'd go through half the game without seeing her. Well, I did, but I was waiting. How you been? How's your face? How's your whip? As cracking as ever?
That voice, it's Von Karma, right?
Do you know her, Granny?
Good to see you again, Doctor. And you as well, Miles Edgeverse.
What is she doing here?
I don't know. I'm a little scared if this is a matter involving Interpol. I'm also scared if it's a matter involving Franziska von Karma. But that's for a different reason.
Franziska von Karma.
Hey, if you haven't met her before, prosecutor from Justice for All, everyone. She is a fair and just prosecutor. You know, at least in comparison to her dad. And that's all you really need to know. The whip, just don't get on her bad side. You won't have to worry about it.
She's a prosecutor working with Interpol and the daughter of Manfred von Karma. She should be jetting around the world right now.
Wherever there is a case, I will follow. National borders mean nothing before me.
Your presence here must mean that this case is international significance.
You know well enough that I'm chasing a smuggling ring. I shall recover all the stolen goods and crush the organization.
Then, does that mean the smuggling ring is also involved in this particular case?
Any further information is confidential. I am not obligated to speak of it with you.
Ugh. So it won't be that easy.
Come on, Franny. Not even for your brother. Not even for your brother. Come on.
Miss Franziska von Karma? Granny says...
The autopsy is complete. You're free to do what you want.
I like that when Karen does the granny voice, she gets a little smug look on her face.
In that case, we would like to investigate as well.
All right, investigate those nooks and crannies.
I've heard rumors about you. No way I'm letting you near that body.
Okay, you've heard the rumors about Edgeworth, but you're gonna let a Von Karma near the body? Come on, like... How perfect is Manfred that somehow Edgeworth's reputation is more tarnished than his? Yeah, come on, man.
You're the prosecutor who was about to get the boot. You best run on home now, Shuddy.
Just so you know, I wasn't the one who said that, okay? Please, Granny. We need to investigate. No matter what.
Anyone seems nice compared to Manfred. True, though.
Hey, Lashy, who you calling Granny?
I'm sorry.
We're not getting anywhere. I guess I'll have no other choice.
Do the thing. Do the thing we keep doing this game and just labor ourselves an assistant to the main prosecutor.
Franziska, please allow us to aid you in your investigation. We must examine that body in order to find out what happened to Kay.
To Kay Faraday?
I'm asking you too, sir. Kay's in really bad shape.
I like how Gumshoe calls everybody sir, even women. Not even a ma'am.
I don't know what's going on, but fine. I'll grant you permission.
You have my thanks.
Of course. I didn't say it would come without a price. You will explain everything to me later.
Well, yeah, of course, Franziska. This concerns you too. You've worked with Kay before.
We really owe you one, sir.
I wasn't talking to you, Scruffy.
Ouch!
So that's how it is. If you would be so kind as to authorize them to, Doctor.
Doctor!
I suppose it's fine if she's a prosecutor from Interpol.
He's a prosecutor? Wait, are you talking about Edgeworth or Francisca?
Is what she says, and I fully agree with Granny. By the one common name, the entire world will be judged. That's just common knowledge.
That's rather conceited for common knowledge.
Common knowledge to anyone who knows Ace Attorney, at least.
Hey, it's none of my beeswax anymore.
Is what she says. I hope you don't get in trouble for this.
You needn't worry. My reputation will not be shaken by something so petty.
Unlike me, who is on the verge of losing his badge.
Edgeworth's been on that verge this entire game. I think we're able to teeter for a little longer. So dramatic. Grand Tower, PIC meeting room. Finally, get to look at the body. But first, let's look at this somebody. Francisca, how's your face? Look at that. We gotta play the music too. Also, Tashemi, Edgeworth always so dramatic. That's part of the name, Tashemi. It's part of the name. How you doing? Hope you're doing good. Is the Von Karma name even worth anything anymore? It's worth as much as Francisca's name. Manfred just devalues it. He has a debt on it. You ever watch Gravity Falls? It's like he's the negative $12 bill. Wow, this is worthless.
It's even less than worthless, my boy.
Yes, what is it?
A murder case at the PIC meeting room. Since you asked to cooperate in the investigation, I do hope you will be able to produce results.
Naturally. Why do you think I'm here?
Well, now that you mention it, why are you here exactly?
That's right. She still doesn't know about my PIC hearing today.
Edgeworth is nominated to be on the PIC. Yeah, he's been that good. Don't worry about it, Franny.
The circumstances behind it are deeper than the sea, sir.
How metaphorical.
Allow me to explain it on Mr. Edgeworth's behalf. Yes!
Miles Edgeworth, I do not care about your circumstances. All that matters now is reaching the truth of this case. Am I wrong?
Indeed. There is some truth in what you say.
If you ask me, I don't think it's totally right.
Gummy! Oh, jeez. He didn't wear his whip-proof vest today. He's really getting the brunt of it, too.
I'll say this, whipping someone is easier than being worried.
But being on the receiving end of the whip isn't easy at all.
Stop! He's already dead. Oh, Rights Q, what's up? Thank you for the raid. How's it going? Sims 4. Hope you had a good time with The Sims. How's it going? Welcome on in. Welcome to Gumshoe being the whipping boy. Literally. Oh, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry for him. But, on lighter news, hope you had a good time. Welcome to Ace Attorney Investigations, too. We're on a case involving a certain friend of ours who is somehow amnesiac and dead at the same time. We gotta figure out who this person is, so I'll say no more than that. Unless you don't want to get spoiled. So, if you don't want spoilers for this game, feel free to drop on out. But welcome on in, everybody. Wild. How wild was The Sims 4, Rights Q? You got any mods installed, or did things get spicy? Francisca Von Karma. Maybe she's hitting on him? Oh, that's how Francisca shows tough love. If that's the case, she and Larry are just made for each other. Oh. Francisca, why are you here when you're supposed to be working with Interpol?
Curious, are you? But it's confidential. I have no obligation to tell you.
The response was as I expected.
More importantly, shouldn't there be a prosecutor in charge of this murder case? I don't know who it is, but I was hoping it wouldn't be someone completely useless.
Look, I just got here.
They're not even here yet. They're late. Just what is that fool doing?
Why are you whipping Gummy? Look, when the best get here, because you know it's gonna be him, Francisca, you can whip him as much as you want. Like, I'm sure his, little, ahoge hair on his head is gonna just, catch the whip and get tangled up in it.
I got nothing to do with it, sir.
I wouldn't think it's very commendable to just whip people at random.
I swing, therefore I whip. That is my philosophy. I will whip anyone who slacks off in their work.
To the yet unseen prosecutor in charge, I hereby offer you my sympathies in advance. Judging from your exchange just now, I take it you've met Dr. Young before.
The ways AA games go, the protagonist gotta meet with an obstacle resulting in weird things where you feel like the characters are unreasonably hostile towards us. All the better to work back up from the ashes, right? Right? Francisca can do better. Francisca can do amazingly. That's the thing. We still haven't seen her in, like, the time skip trilogy of games. Ace Attorney 7, bring Francisca back. She will be such a girl boss in that game, my goodness. It'll be awesome.
How's Toothmouse, Edgeverse? That's right, she is an acquaintance of mine. Back then. It's a long story.
It seems she doesn't intend to tell me anymore. Shall I leave it at that then?
So, what happened back then? Please tell me all about it, sir. Yo!
A foolish fool shamelessly prying into other people's business. Watch what you say, Scruffy.
How cruel. Whipping me out of the blue. With great whip comes great responsibility, sir.
One good whip deserves another. The Scruffy fool gets the whip. Try harder versus whip bait.
Okay, are they just having like a proverb battle?
It appears I was right to leave it at that.
To be fair, Edgeworth has that instinct from living with Francisca for most of his life. He knows when to stop. But first of all, let's not stop showing people my badge. Francisca, I would like you to take a look at this.
I'll ask just in case. What is that?
Francisca, you've never seen a prosecutor badge before? You have one. A quip battle? Oh, it's a whip quip battle. It's Quiplash, too.
It's my prosecutor's badge.
And?
That is all.
No! Finally, Edgeworth gets the whip. I wasn't waiting for it or nothing.
You should be relieved. You felt pain, right?
What do you mean by that?
Fools can't catch colds, so I thought they wouldn't be able to feel pain either.
Wouldn't that happen? Look, I don't know about you, Francisca, but I saw Phoenix Wright get a cold in Trials and Tribulations, so clearly that proverb is wrong. And Phoenix Wright is one of the fooliest fools we know.
You shunnies want something, is what she says.
A lot to read.
Miss Jensen, could you tell me about your relationship with Dr. Young?
Wait, are you actually related or no?
Yes, ever since I was little, I've always been together with Granny. Whenever I got lost, she would search for me until it got dark. And whenever I fell down, she would watch over me until I could get up on my own.
Aww.
What a charming story. She sounds like quite the grandmother's child.
And after I became a nurse, whenever I'm about to make a mistake with my injections, "Ah, there," she'd say, as she's grabbed the needle and, oh!
No, just hearing it hurts, pal. Please keep those stories to yourself.
Yeah, okay, injections. Yeah, has anyone in chat ever gotten a shot where the nurse or whoever was giving the shot clearly missed the vein and went right into like a muscle? Like, some injections are meant to go into muscle, so that's fine if that was supposed to happen, but like, when they're poking around trying to find it and multiple times they're like, where is that? I'm just like, oh no, that's gonna hurt later. Ouch. Yeah, you know what, Karen is probably one of those nurses. That's okay, she's trying her best though. She's at the very least, enthusiastic about it.
Anyway, as long as I have Granny by my side, there's no nursing I can't do.
I see. I fully understand. Thank you for your cooperation. Regardless of a charming story, they do seem to share a very close-knit bond.
What did they say in the Fairly Odd Parents? We're two halves of a whole idiot. Your first vaccine shot, Mika? Oof. Well, hopefully it doesn't happen again. First time you donated blood, yeah. At least the good thing about blood donation is, like, if you hit it, you know you hit it. There's no, like, accident there. There's blood, you know. You know, to this day, if I ever get blood drawn, I still don't look at it. I don't think I'm squeamish, but I just don't want to take any risks, you know? I'll just be like, just tell me when it's over. Please, take as much chicken blood as you want. Use it for your stews and your broths, I don't care.
Dr. Young, you sure are a masterful coroner, pal. You work with such blinding speed and you make no wasted movements.
So fast you could update the autopsy before a normal doctor would have even finished the first one.
What do your studies know about autopsies? You don't know the first thing about my work.
Oh, you asking Edgeworth what he knows about autopsies? Man, do you even know who you're talking to? Allow me to apologize for his rudeness. I'll be sure to reprimand him later. Everybody is just being mean to Gummy. Hey. Look, I feel like he needs to go out for ramen after this. Like real ramen, not instant.
Listen up, youngin'. It's my duty to perform the autopsy quickly and accurately. That's why I have no patience with those who get in the way of my work.
Is what she says. Are you satisfied?
Yes, very much so. We only wish to investigate. We have no desire to get in your way. It looks like Dr. Young's stubbornness comes from her devotion to her work.
And the Die Young Hospital. Blade had an instance where they tried to pierce the vein. The vein was too tough for the needle and they needed a new one. Blade, what are you made of? Are you Wolverine? You can tell me if you're Wolverine. So that's what it means to be a blade advancer. Your bones have blades in them. Adamantium, dude.
The Die Young Hospital is a splendid hospital, and Granny is in charge of it. Well, how about it? Would you like to be admitted and experience it for yourself?
Well, not voluntarily.
That's right. Right now, there's an opening in our hospital suite with the outdoor spa.
Outdoor spa? Whoa. Sounds like a fancy place. Hope it doesn't cost too much.
We are in good health. There is obviously no need for us to be hospitalized.
I don't know about... well, Edgeworth, you might be in fine health, but Gumshoe is experiencing injury after injury today. Several lip lacerations and some mental abuse.
That's right, we're perfectly healthy, pal. That's our sole redeeming feature.
Yours, maybe. Just what does he mean by that?
Well, you see, the Die Young Hospital also accepts healthy patients. We're currently in the middle of our Full of Life Healthy Hospital Stays campaign. Those without injury or illness can stay at our hospital for half the price.
Is it a hospital or a hotel?
Why would you need to stay at a hospital if you're healthy?
This is the chance of a lifetime, so what do you say? Hospital stay, hospital stay.
You know, an outdoor spa at half price does sound like a good deal.
Don't fall for it.
That's what it is. It's a timeshare. This isn't a hospital at all. It's one of those marketing stays. Don't fall for it, everybody. I don't know if any of y'all in chat have been to one of those where they like promise you, oh, discounted hotel stay, free food, all that good stuff. You just gotta listen to one of our seminars. It's a timeshare every time. Don't take it. They will try to guilt you into everything to make you buy a timeshare. They will get actively aggressive at you if you try to leave without buying anything. But you have to stick your foot down and say, I was just here for the free food. I'm sorry, I am under no obligation to buy your ilk. Jeez, dude.
A prosecutor's badge? I've seen lots of those. Out!
A prosecutor who's about to get canned shouldn't be showing off his lingering attachments. If that badge means so much to you, maybe you should have lived a better life.
He's not a ghost.
What's truly important to me is not the badge itself.
I'm sure what my granny meant to say was, there are times when you have to obey those above you, or something like that.
Thanks for the advice.
All right, I've dilly-dallied enough. Let's actually look at the body. Because I'm sure it's rotting at this point. Who is this? Why does she look like Mia Fey?
This body? It's not Kay, sir. It doesn't look like her at all.
Of course it isn't. Kay is alive after all. Her age is, I'd guess, around 30, and she's wearing a pantsuit.
Maybe she worked in one of the offices in this building?
So her identity is still unknown. The question now becomes, why did the police believe her name was Kay? That won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Don't go to the hospital, Gubby. They want your organs. Gonna harvest it. Hey, it's corsage.
Something seems to be pinned to her jacket. It's made out of purple cloth.
It looks like it's been forcibly torn off, doesn't it?
There's some blood on her head.
Maybe she was hit with something?
We don't know that for sure. Our investigation will ultimately clear that up.
Also, like, the autopsy report that was just done. Just saying. It's not the girl with sunglasses in case 1-5. 1-5. Rise from the ashes with who has sunglasses? Ema Sky? No, Ema Sky is fine. Ema Sky is A-okay. I actually kind of thought that a little bit at first, but I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Ema Sky is alive and, you know, shows up in later games. She's fine. She's okay. Don't even worry about it.
There's a burn mark on her hand.
Is it connected to the cause of death?
No, it appears to be an old scar. She probably got it a long time ago. It seems there's something in her hand. Detective, could you open her hand for me?
Yes, sir. Understood. This is... No, I know.
Imagine if this was Lana Sky, though. I mean, that would explain why we don't see her again. But, no, why would they just randomly pull back Lana Sky to kill her? No, this is... How old was Lana Sky? This is not Lana. No. Phoenix Nightingale, welcome on in. How you doing? Star in the Stone, welcome back. Hope you had a good time. Phoenix Nightingale, hope you had a good time with Monster Hunter Rise. Thanks for coming on by. Swords are just the raid. Well, thank you. Sword in the Stone, I remember when you would come by for the Dragon Quest streams. Yeah, if you're new here, I'm a chicken. My name is Chris, and I play RPGs and games with voice acting, you know, visual novels from time to time. Like Ace Attorney. We're inspecting a dead body right now, so, sorry if you are a little bit squeamish. Trigger warning for that. But, yeah. Ace Attorney is all about murder mysteries, and we're a prosecutor who's trying to investigate so that we can pin the crime on whoever actually killed them. Hopefully. Oh, I wonder if this is the person who threw our friend off a building, though. Jeez. Well, welcome on in, get cozy, and enjoy the show. Let me show you what a little bit of what I do here.
This must be a gift card from a department store. Yeah.
It seems to be a key card.
Why?
Gumshoe just got whipped off screen, by the way. Yo, there's a candlestick on the ground.
The question is, what is this key card for?
I mean, it's the key card you have to use to get in, right? Alright. Let's look at the candelabra. You'd enjoy Ace Attorney if you had more than 3 brain cells. Hey, well, you know, that's what streams like this are for. So people can enjoy the series vicariously through me. It's definitely a thonky one, especially this one. This one forces you to use logic. I'll show you what I mean. I literally mean use logic.
Could this be the murder weapon, sir?
A 3-pronged candelabra? It's consistent with the number of stab wounds.
Oh yeah, I just noticed she has 3 stab wounds in her chest.
She was probably stabbed by the prongs of the candelabra.
A candy zebra?
I'm afraid it's not quite what you're imagining, Detective. A candelabra is a candlestick holder with multiple arms.
I can't believe she got murdered by the candle from Beauty and the Beast. No, Lumiere, how could you?
Be our guest, be our guest. I'll leave you off this mortal coil. Ah, so it's a candle holder. You know, one time I forgot to pay my electric bill and I had to get by with only candles.
Forgot or couldn't afford.
What time period are you from?
Well, he certainly has a salary from the 1500s. So, you know, logic. This is where all of Edgeworth's brain cells live. He has to rub them together in order to figure out things. Like, for example, you need a keycard to enter this room, and there's a keycard that the victim was holding. Let's put them together. Lumi329. Did someone say Lumi? Lumiere, but close. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Isn't too important. Can I present Kay to Francisca? Yeah, sure. I guess that's probably something I should do before I finish investigating the body, huh?
Perhaps the keycard the victim was holding is for this room.
I'll go find out, sir.
Beep.
Mr. Edgeworth, from this room security system, we were able to retrieve the data of the victim's card.
So that means the victim was able to freely enter this room?
If the card actually belonged to the victim, of course.
Yes, of course.
So what's the data? Wait, we're not gonna talk about it? Oh, interesting. The logic made me leave the investigation area. You know, I was gonna do that anyway. Francisca, look at this! Thanks for the bucket, Sword. Have a good evening. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for coming on by and leading the raid this way. Everybody, hope you're having a chill time. If you gotta drop off to, you know, get food or go to sleep. Oh yeah, it looks like you are. Well, thank you, Phoenix Nightingale. Not Phoenix Wright, but, you know, a Phoenix. Thank you, and thanks for sharing your community with us. I'll have to give you a follow and check you out later. Yeah.
Kay Faraday lost her memories? How dare you let that happen to her on your watch?
Well, that's the thing, I kinda wasn't watching.
I have no defense.
It's not Mr. Edgeworth's fault.
Are you alright? Being bandaged up like that?
Yes. Thank you for worrying about me.
Her behavior is certainly strange. It's unusual to hear her give signs like that. Miles Edgeworth, hurry up and get her memories back.
Is this unsettle you, Francisca?
Why don't you just admit that you're worried about her?
Francisca doesn't like to feel like she cares about people. It's okay, Francisca. It's not weakness, it's strength. It's strength to have other people's rely on you. Please. Aww. Francisca does care about other people sometimes. A lot of times, actually. She just doesn't like to show it. Alright, let's continue looking at stuff.
There doesn't seem to be anything in this pocket.
There's blood and holes in the suit, Edgeworth, and you're looking at the contents of the pocket?
This pocket has holes in it, sir.
Judging by how the cloth was pierced, she must have been stabbed by some sharp object.
All your coins would fall out of those holes, sir.
Detective, haven't you ever heard of a wallet?
Of course I have, sir. I just use my pockets, though. Most people do, right?
I mean, he's not wrong.
Never mind.
I mean, I'm not gonna put loose change in my wallet. That's gonna fall out. Gloves? It's a sweet scene. It is, Weenie. Thanks for showing that to me.
The left side of her white jacket has been stained a deep red. This jacket, the buttons are on the right side.
Oh, yeah. That's interesting.
Isn't that normal, sir? All my clothes have the buttons on the right side.
Normally, suits that are tailored for women to wear have buttons on the left side. That's something that I found out way later in life. It's like, I've had no real reason to know about that.
For women, it's normal to have them on the left side.
I mean, wear whatever you want at this point, but like, that's just tradition.
Mr. Edgeworth, you really do know everything.
That's just common knowledge. There doesn't seem to be anything out of place. There's something white in her pocket.
The gloves! Pure white ones. One for each hand, sir.
They don't seem to be dirty. Could they be the victims?
I wonder why they weren't wearing them. Boots? You know, well, this outfit kind of just reminds me of a certain someone from the Great Ace Attorney, but I'm not really going to talk about who because I feel like I shouldn't say that. But if you have played the Great Ace Attorney, you probably know who I'm talking about. Especially with that red stain on it.
The left side of a white jacket already.
I was looking at her hand, though. There's like blood in her palm. Alright, piece of paper over here. Blade uses pockets for coins, but bills no. It could use a coin purse.
This notebook.
Isn't that Kay's promise notebook?
What? Oh, that one!
This was the notebook she wrote all of her promises to her father in. It really takes me back, sir.
Yes. Promise 1. Never take things from a stranger. Promise 2. Never go anywhere with a stranger. When Kay was young, she and her father wrote the promises they made in this notebook. Promise 3. Always greet people with a smile, even people you don't know. Promise 4. Never cry in front of strangers. Promise 5. Always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. However, why is it in a place like this?
Now that you mention it, I once heard something from Detective Baird a long time ago. It seems that before anyone had noticed, Kay's memento had gone missing.
What? So a piece of evidence that was in police custody went missing?
Detective Baird frantically searched all over for it, but it seems he never found it.
The Yatagarasu key? What could this mean? Why was the missing notebook found here? You there? Do you happen to know anything about this notebook?
The victim was carrying this notebook when we found her.
And that's why they thought she was Kay?
That was the only evidence we had to identify the body.
Well, you did a terrible job. Like, isn't Kay in the police database? At least by, I don't know, fingerprint or something? So that's why you called her Kay. A little bit of shock value, but sure.
What a misleading victim, huh? Why does she have Kay's notebook?
We need to just watch that TNT LP. Gumshoe did talk about losing his wallet so many times he still has one, but doesn't put money in it. I wonder if that's the reference. Maybe the game's writers intended that and the localizers didn't pick up on it. I sure would like to have some information on the victim's identity, though. Let's look at the ID card. If it belongs to the victim, we might be able to... What? Well, I don't... Check the candelabra. Very pointy. That's for sure. Yeah, there's blood on here. I see it. It's so red, I can see it. The prongs of the candelabra are covered in blood. And the shape even matches up with the victim's wounds. Is this the murder weapon of this case? I was almost afraid that they'd put the prongs back in the body just to make sure. Nothing here. I would have been very surprised to see, like, Pierre Hoquet on it or something. This is a rare shape for a pedestal. The spot where it was put on still has this mark. Then it will become apparent whether or not it had been placed there. Kinda looks like the Star of David. Anything else to notice about the body? There's probably things I can deduce, but I don't want to jump the gun here. I could deduce that the candelabra did stab her, maybe. I could deduce that this little piece of cloth is a corsage. Let's try both of those. I can spare a little bit of mistake. Let's try the candelabra first.
Eureka!
Detective Gumshoe, look at this piece of evidence.
Is there something wrong with that piece of evidence, sir?
Doesn't this piece of evidence have a connection with the situation of the crime scene? We've only been talking about it.
I don't think it's connected at all, sir.
But clearly, just look at the holes. Look at the holes. They match up. All right. The head wound? Well, what piece of evidence do I have that has anything to do with the head wound, though? Maybe if the candelabra bopped her on the head, but can't really think of anything that would point to that. Are you saying I should investigate the head wound? I did already investigate her face. Here we go. The purple flower Kay had with her. I wonder if that originally belonged to the victim.
Now that you mention it, the cloth does look the same as the one on the pin.
Yes, let's compare them without delay.
It's a perfect match, sir. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth.
Diddle-a-doo. But why was she wearing one too? The fact that this flower belongs to the victim means...
That can only mean that Kay Faraday came into contact with the victim. And about that corsage, it looks like it was forcibly ripped off. There's a possibility that Kay Faraday is connected to this case. And depending on the situation, we may have to consider her as a suspect.
She was the one pushed off a building. I don't know.
What did you say? There's no way she did it.
And she can't testify against it because she has no memory.
It's unthinkable. Kay could never do that, sir.
However, it's true we have no evidence to deny that claim.
Don't worry, Kay. We're just talking possibilities. Nobody thinks you did it. I think she did it. Stop, Francisca.
It's nothing more than a possibility at the moment. Isn't that right, Miles Edgeworth?
Indeed. For better or for worse. Investigation complete. There's definitely still a lot to find out. From what I hear, yeah, the cases only get more complicated from here on out, so expect many more streams of this to come.
So the victim's identity remains unknown.
Should you really still be calling me Kay?
Of course. What are you saying, pal?
Thank you, but then what about that woman?
We can call her D for dead.
She is someone who you may have killed. That is all we know.
We don't even know that. Come on.
There's no way that's true. Right, Mr. Edgeworth?
I also do not believe you killed her.
Very careful with his words.
I mean, it's possible, but I don't believe it.
Yeah, you blame the best? Yeah, clearly the best did it. He's the best man to pin on the case. Hee hee.
You are such a naive man, Miles Edgeworth.
Here I come to save the day. Who is singing?
That voice.
Who is singing at me? Oh my god, of course. Speak of the devil.
So don't be afraid anymore, for the best prosecutor is here today.
I see you've been inspired to take up singing ever since that case with Jeff Masters, huh? Well, technically you weren't on that case, but he was there. Pardon the interruption.
Mr. Edgeworth, get away from the victim. I've inherited her dying wish. No one asked for you.
Did you know the victim?
Just as I thought. It can't be Lana Skye. Edgeworth would have recognized her. He knows her. Just as I thought.
The goddess of law will surely reveal the truth to us, so please rest in peace.
That's right, Justine. Now that I'm here, everything will be A-okay. The culprit will rue the day he crossed paths with Nyarg.
With Nyarg?
Miles Edgeworth, who is this fool of a man?
I don't know. Why don't you whip him more until he confesses who he is? Instinctually whipped.
Well, why is he glaring at me?
Answer me, Edgeworth. I will whip him again. No objections there.
You are Francisca von Karma, am I correct? I recognize that whip anywhere. I apologize for my late introduction. I am Justine Courtney.
Charmed, I'm sure.
And the deceased individual is...
Attorney Jill Crane, one of the members of the Prosecutorial Investigation Committee.
Jill.
I see. So that's why she had the key card. I take it you're in charge of this case?
As per usual.
That's right. And with me in charge, this case is gonna so... Yeah!
That reminds me, I haven't caught your name yet.
If you just wanted to know my name, you didn't have to...
Just state your name. I will not tolerate any unnecessary remarks.
Why? Hey, I don't like the sound of your voice.
But it's my voice. Sebastian, the best.
It seems the pecking order has been established.
Pecking order. You like Francisca already. Francisca's the frickin' best. Oh, I mentioned it the other day, but when I went to Crunchyroll Expo, I got a little pin of Francisca. Check it out. No, not that one. No, not that one. Right here. Look. I need to remember who the artist was, because now I kind of want the entire set, because these look freaking beautiful. You know I had to get the little Edgeworth something since I'm playing Investigations. And, no. I don't see enough merch for Apollo Justice, so I just had to get this one with Hobo. Mr. Hobo over here. Trucy, Apollo, Mr. Hat even. Beautiful, mate. Beautiful.
Mr. Sebastian the best? Here, this is from Granny. This is the autopsy report. It seems you've been bested, Mr. Edgeworth.
This wasn't a competition to begin with.
My job is done. May we meet again in front of another corpse.
Hopefully not anyone we know.
Okay, let's go home quickly and eat some noodles.
That is a sentence. Are they Aldoon's noodles by any chance?
I'll be leaving too. Take care, everyone.
Are they stickers or magnets? They're pins. They all have like safety pins on the back. And one of them was a keychain. Although the wooden ones I got are also pins, but I kind of wish they were magnets. They'd stick better to my fridge.
The victim's head wound was post-mortem. Post-mortem.
Sebastian.
And the candelabra dealt the final blow. Estimated time of death is late last night. What is it? What is it, Justine?
Well, I do appreciate your enthusiasm. Perhaps you should give your tongue a rest.
Yeah, chat, let's not talk too much about the future games, just in case anybody hasn't played them yet. I'm just gonna call that character Mr. Hobo. Just for now.
You might pull a muscle.
That would be painful indeed.
Autopsy report, jot it down. Alright, so why would somebody feel the need to smack them on the head after they died?
Anyways, it's quite clear now. Kay Faraday must be arrested.
What? What's the big idea, pal?
It's just as he says, Detective. The culprit is Miss Kay Faraday. The young lady in bandages over there, although she's not wearing her usual attire. Are you not Miss Kay Faraday?
See, Edgeworth, Courtney could recognize her without her clothes.
And what would you do if she is Kay? If you're going to arrest her, then I will resist by any means necessary. That I guarantee you. And you can't threaten me with my badge this time. I'm already in danger of losing it. I am now convinced the doubts surrounding your suitability as a prosecutor were indeed warranted.
It's fine, Mr. Edgeworth. You can go. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
What are you saying, Kay? You can't just go along with him, pal.
But I don't remember anything. What if I really did kill that woman and then forgot about it? If that's true.
Acknowledgement is the goddess's mercy. Atonement is her will. The goddess of law will surely praise you for your prudence. Sebastian and Judge Courtney, if you believe she is the culprit, on what basis do you make your accusations? Unless I'm completely convinced by your explanation, I will not obey your orders.
Fine. Have it your way, Burger King. Now sit tight and listen to the perfect reasoning of the best.
Now time for some real testimony. I don't know. It's probably less real. Is that Marvin Grossberg on the wall? The stained glass kind of looks like him. Just saying.
I am the best in the world. No one else can do what I do.
That's not testimony. Strike it from the record.
Yes, that's why I was the first to realize that Kay Faraday is the culprit. She broke into the meeting room in order to steal something. In other words, she is the only one who could have killed Miss Crane.
You can't break in. There's a security system.
His logic's as awful as ever, sir.
Francisca, why didn't you whip him throughout the entirety of that? Just wanted to see him flounder, apparently.
Harsh words coming from you, Detective.
I asked for some basis to your claims, yet your reasoning has told me absolutely nothing. Look, Edgeworth, I've seen Gumshoe give testimony in court, sure. But Gumshoe gives better testimony than the best. However, we have no evidence to prove she didn't do it either.
Don't worry, Kay. I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth will pull off a miracle.
You think my deductions are some kind of miracle work?
You better not disappoint me. Understand, Miles Edgeworth? Because if you do, this whip of mine won't stay silent. I am preparing my eardrums as well as my body armor. Thank you, Francisca.
Hold it!
I could say Faraday must be caged. No! Don't lock her up! Don't lock her up! This crow does not deserve to be in a bird cage. Hoo hoo! Already I've noticed 2 contradictions in your testimony.
My reasoning is flawless. It doesn't contain even a single contradiction.
Yeah, well, that's a 3rd contradiction right there. The number of contradictions has just increased to 3.
No, I get it. This is all part of your plan to mislead me, isn't it? Well, too bad, because the best will not be led astray.
Better. If you believe Kay is the culprit, then I would like to hear the basis for your reasoning.
Just sit back and be in awe of my brilliant deductions. Nothing escapes the watchful eye of the best. Before I had even laid eyes on the crime scene. No, before I was even aware of this case. Yes, I knew she was the culprit.
Yeah, that's called bias, dude. You are clearly not fit to be on this case. Thank you, Francisca.
Yow!
Basis of your reasoning.
Yes, ma'am.
He even whipped himself in the face with his baton.
Well...
Bop, bop, bop. It's a terrible line of logic for anyone with a semblance of power to have. I keep getting put under investigation for my fitness as a prosecutor by Justine Courtney, while Courtney hands this guy cases on a silver platter. I think she's playing favorites or something. Just a thought. Just, you know, I have a feeling. Does anybody else get that? Just a little bit even? To steal something. Steal what exactly?
That's,
What Kay Faraday tried to steal was a file. Its contents, to be exact. An investigation report regarding Prosecutor Edgeworth. Do you have any evidence to prove she needed something like that? I am not the one who needs to present evidence. Isn't that right, Prosecutor Edgeworth? Yes, I suppose that may be true. At any rate, Sebastian, please continue your reasoning. Quote unquote.
she's the only one who could have killed Miss Crane.
Do you have any evidence to prove that no one else but Kay could have committed the crime?
Nope.
At least he's honest. Sebastian, let me tell you what would be the best thing for you to do. Shut up. That's it, just shut up. Look into any other possible suspects besides Kay, right now. Post haste.
The best
best thing for me to do? Look into any other possible suspects?
Damn, we almost had him there.
According to the preliminary reports, there were no traces of anyone besides her. Even so, isn't it too premature to declare that she is the culprit? Declaring that she isn't so early into the investigation is a little premature as well. Is it not?
If only I had evidence that could prove Kay's innocence.
Good grief, there's a limit to how much you can falsely accuse someone.
Yeah, who do you think she is, Maya?
It's fine, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't have to.
Fear not, Kay. The truth will be revealed soon enough.
It is just so heartbreaking to see her like this. Where's that spunk? Where's that sass? Where's that will to kick the opposition's ass?
Mr. Edgeworth.
Kay couldn't have murdered Miss Crane. If I can just prove that, she will be cleared of suspicion.
Gotta use some keywords to get Sebastian. Yeah, you know, ever played Bioshock? Would you kindly? The best thing to do. Same picture. Alright, okay. As much as I want to present evidence against this statement, I'm thinking it's not possible for her to break into this room because it has a security system. You need a keycard to get in. Ba-do-do, ba-do-do. So I'm thinking the key card. Yeah, there you go. There's no way to break in. No way. Even if she was somehow in here, then the victim would have had to let her in, you know? It certainly sounds like you are quite familiar with this room.
The best man for the job should know all about the best places.
Unfortunately, it seems that you are not the best man for the job.
Are you mocking me?
That's for you to decide. But yes, you didn't even know about this key card, did you?
Of course I know about that. You needed to enter this room.
The gears are turning. Just wait. Just wait. The electrons are firing across his synapses right now, but he only has 2 brain cells.
Huh? Was it really needed?
There you go. The electron finally made it.
This foolish fool simply doesn't know when to give up. Yow!
Sebastian, do you really suspect Kay?
That's right. She's the only one that could have done it.
Well then, allow me to ask you. Since this room can only be entered by using a key card, how did she enter the room without one?
Well, she probably used this and that.
Oh, did you pull a muscle? Allow me to explain then. The door could only be opened by members of the PIC, which means... Yes, that's correct.
She conceded so easily.
Take a look at this. It's a record of this room that I investigated just a while ago.
You investigated ahead of time. Jeez, dude. Who the hell's 324619883? 8675309. Imagine, Detective Goodman. Wait a minute, SL9. No gears into Beth's head, just a brain cell constantly bumping into the walls. There's a Magic the Gathering card I'm thinking of. It's called Brute Force. And, like, the card supposedly is like, it turns the monster giant, but the text on the card reads like, yes, muscle and sinew are strengthened threefold in order to gain immense strength. Except, however, the brain does not grow alongside it, turning into just a little peanut rattling around in their skull. Oops. At 12:52 a.m., the door was opened using Miss Crane's keycard. Huh. 10:15. Somebody entered at 10:15. Could it be possible that someone was waiting in store there for 2 hours? When was this? 7:28? It's probable that the killer entered the room together with the victim, Miss Crane. And why was there no name on that previous record, I wonder? After entering, the situation must have soured, leading to the murder.
Your logic holds, but it is still merely conjecture, and it would imply that the killer and the victim were acquainted.
No way, pal. Kay doesn't even know the victim.
That is merely an assumption on your part, unless you have any evidence to prove your claim. Evidence is everything in court and at the crime scene. Without it, your argument is invalid.
In that case, I trust that you have evidence. I just got here, Francisca. To prove that Kay Faraday and the victim were connected.
Oh, yeah, well, she just got here even more so.
Of course.
Damn. What?
This letter.
Oh, well, I got one just like it, except less bloody. What's the letter? Is it the letter A? Or maybe it's the letter F.
Was discovered by Dr. Young in Miss Crane's breast pocket.
Hey, now wait a minute! She concealed that! She took it out This is meddling with the crime scene, Doctor!
The victim's belongings? Why did she withhold such vital evidence until now? Could it be she was waiting for the perfect time to reveal it? Come to think of it.
And the candelabra dealt the fatal blow. Estimated time of death is late last night. What is it, Justine?
While I do appreciate your enthusiasm, perhaps you should give in your tug a rest. You might pull a muscle.
We're flashing back to literally a minute ago.
I'll read it for you, since clearly you lack the intelligence to read. Who am I, Professor Layton? To Miss Crane, thank you so much for helping with my plan. I'm glad that we can help each other get what we want. It's like killing two birds with one stone.
Crane and Yatagarasu. Birds.
Please get revenge for 12 years ago. Kay. In other words, Kay Faraday and Miss Crane were accomplices. They probably planned to steal something from this room.
Preposterous!
Wait, that means the main culprit is...
It's still Kay Faraday, of course. It just means the crimes have increased by yet one more.
Well, this doesn't look too good for our case, does it? Sorry, Kay, you're gonna need a real good defense attorney. Here, I know one. His name is Nick. Just go to this address, knock on this door. He'll help you out. I'm out of here. Oop. Letter addressed to the victim, thought to be written by Kay. What did the letter K have say? So, the letter. Well, let me just show it to y'all. It's a letter from Jill Crane. Well, from a Jill saying, "Dear Kay, I promise that I'll get it back for you. Your most precious memory." So a little more cryptic, but yeah, all signs point to this being an exchange between the two of them. Man, haven't y'all heard of email?
I'm the main culprit?
Don't believe it, Kay. It's all a bunch of nonsense. There's no way Kay would do something like that.
Nonsense? Not at all. The evidence speaks for itself. Wouldn't you agree? I knew that they wouldn't suspect Kay unless they had some sort of proof, but to think they would actually have such decisive evidence.
To be fair, the best was the first one to claim it. Anybody would doubt him.
Nicely done, Justine.
Thank you very much.
Now, what's Kay's most precious memory? That's the problem. She doesn't have any memories right now.
Your explanation is still insufficient. I cannot accept such an argument. Sebastian, would you please leave this to me?
All right, make sure you shut Mr. Edgeworth up once and for all.
I can't allow their allegations to gain any more momentum. I must turn it around here.
I must Gyakuten her Saiban.
A what?
Sorry, it's a phrase in Japanese. It means kick your ass. Letter from Kay. Yeah, imagine if that was the English title for the series. Kick-Ass Court. For those who don't know, it's common knowledge to fans of the series, but Gyakuten Saiban means turnabout courtroom. So you hear a lot of Gyakuten and Turnabout. That's why every case in Ace Attorney, more or less, has the word Turnabout in it. The only exception being Rise from the Ashes, funnily enough. The relationship between Kay Faraday and Miss Crane is as documented in a letter. She wrote Miss Crane into assisting her with a plan. However, for some reason their partnership broke down. Miss Crane was murdered, but with a dying breath, she managed to retaliate. Her parting gift is this letter, which she took safely away in her left breast pocket.
Your testimony's even better than ever. Maybe the most perfect it's ever been, sir. Are you gonna be alright, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, of course.
How unsightly, Miles Edgeworth. Save your stoic act for some other time.
Miss Von Karma, just whose side are you on?
I'm on nobody's side, Scruffy. When searching for the truth, it's best not to take sides.
She's right, though.
Watch what you say, Miss Von Karma, or else Mr. The Best is gonna...
Best, you say? Well, I can tell you, the side I'm on is always the...
How irritating.
It's okay, she has a canned response for the canned reaction. Well, I suppose that's one thing we can agree on. No objections, Your Honor. No objections to Francisca's whip. She makes a good point. Da, da, da. Ba, ba, da, 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 da. So 12 years ago, so that was around the time that Kay was a child and her dad was still the Yatagarasu. So it might have something to do with the Promise Notebook. Apparently it went missing from the police record. It is pretty precious of a memory, but I don't think the notebook itself, but maybe something to do with her dad. Just a thought. Courtney knows her little gavel is no match for the whip. Yeah, no. Come on, Marvel vs. Capcom. We already had Phoenix in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. When Marvel vs. Capcom 4 comes out, you know we have to have Francisca in with her whippity whip. And just what kind of relationship did Kay have with the victim? In the letter she wrote, "Thank you so much for playing my game. Hoo-hoo." Their relationship should be quite obvious. That's right. They were lovers. No, that's what Phoenix accused Marvin Grossberg and Red White of being. Maybe it was true. I would like to hear about Kay's alleged plan in more detail. Just as she wrote in this letter, she wanted to steal something.
What's more, the sender of the letter is Kay Faraday, so it's obvious who the main culprit is.
That letter could easily have been forged. It doesn't prove that she planned to steal anything. If memory serves me right, wasn't she a grave thief? She's taking a break at the moment. She's on hiatus. Just look at her Twitter status. I doubt there is any thief who would inform a prosecutor about her upcoming crimes. Perhaps she simply returned to her tray without you knowing. I suppose I have no means of denying that possibility. Kay Faraday planned the theft and Miss Crane got caught up in it. However, for some reason, their partnership broke down. For some reason, you say? It seems your explanation isn't very clear. I'm sure the reason will become clear upon further investigation. But more importantly, there is no evidence to prove that Kay Faraday did not commit this crime. While there is some evidence to suggest that she committed a crime, none of it can truly be called decisive evidence. Edgeworth, you just called one of those pieces decisive in your own mind. But she doesn't have to know about that. What about the letter that shows their complicity and the scene of the crime? I think it's fair to say we cannot decisively rule out the possibility that she committed the crime. I mean, all it's pointing to is that they worked together and that they may have been in the same room at the same time. But there's a third party. This little extra thing, little extra piece, extra key card. You only have a key card if you're a member of the PIC. That means whoever that user ID is has to be someone in the PIC. Not Kay. She's not a prosecutor. Do you have any evidence to prove that Kay was the murderer?
Haven't you been listening? We've been saying that this letter is the evidence.
Oh, and where in the letter does it say that she planned to murder the victim?
Well, that's...
Yes, what page is it on? Pull a Phoenix right. If it's in this document, show me the page.
I've got it. It's a hidden message written in an invisible ink that can only be read by heating it up.
I'm pretty sure that's a Great Ace Attorney thing, not this. Sebastian, I wouldn't get your hopes up for something like that. There is, of course, evidence that points to her as the criminal. Tear up the letter. What proof? Chippy, I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Destroying evidence. Don't do that. We searched the victim's left breast pocket as well, but you found nothing, I presume.
Naturally, the officer who found the letter immediately brought it to the best man on the scene.
The letter was safely tucked away in her left breast pocket, right above her heart. I believe this letter carries Miss Crane's will for the criminal to be arrested. Common misconception. Your heart is not really that far on the left side of your body. It's still pretty much in the center because it's between each of your lungs. Like, that's where your heart is. Like, it doesn't, like... It's not behind your lungs or in front of it. It's, like, just in between there. It is leaning to the left, but it's not, like, actually in the left side of your body, you know? I have no interest in your beliefs. What I'm interested in is the truth. Screenshot that. It's probably the best thing to say to anybody who's just spouting off nonsense in this day and age. You said that the letter was in the left breast pocket of the victim, correct? I swear by the goddess of law, there are no lies or mistakes in my statement. Well, you know, the thing about this letter is, if it was in the pocket, why don't it got no holes in it, though? There are no lies or mistakes in my statement. I swear by the goddess of law. The letter was indeed discovered inside the victim's left breast pocket. It had to have been planted after she died. The victim had been stabbed in the left chest area where the letter was hidden. This may very well be an important clue. I don't think that Kay wrote the letter. But unless I can draw out more information here, that thought means nothing. I should stop by pressing it for more details. Objection! What? No? The music's still going. Wait, no. There's a contradiction. No! I cannot authorize this statement. And why not? Because it's obvious you're bluffing. No, I'm not! No! Is that the impression I give off? Have I really become Phoenix Wright? Next time for sure, I will prevent evidence that will shut her up for good. It's more detailed though. Okay, maybe it's something else. Maybe it's the autopsy report itself. Yeah, stab wounds. That's probably it. I still think I'm right. I just presented the wrong thing. It confused me a little bit to see that in the court record because, or the organizer rather. Because when I think autopsy report in Ace Attorney, I think this. I mean 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 this. That one. I mean that. That little square with an envelope inside. I don't think a picture of the victim. The victim held on to the truth until her dying breath. A truly touching story indeed. The voices of the dead are soft. One must listen carefully to hear their dying wishes. And Miss Crane has spoken. Kay Faraday is the culprit. Perhaps the voices you have been hearing are actually the whispers of the devil. Ooh, the devil. I'm not sure an official Capcom localization would have said that.
Hey! Don't make fun of Justine!
Let's listen to the voice of reason. Judge Courtney, please take a look at the autopsy report. There is no need. I remember it perfectly. The victim was stabbed and left
No, it can't be. The letter was found in the victim's left breast pocket.
Can we stop saying breast? I don't know, it's a little weird. Reminds me of chicken.
And that's where the victim was stabbed with the candelabra, right, sir?
Yes, the candelabra I presented earlier before I was rudely interrupted. Yeah, that's true. In some cases, people have their heart leaning to the right. It's called situs inversus. Invertus? Something like that. Well, unless it happens in this game, then you'd think it's something that would be accounted for in Ace Attorney at some time. Like, with the amount of times they care about, oh, but you see, the defendant is left-handed. How's this gun gonna have fingerprints from the right hand? But you see, the defendant has situs inversus. Even if they were stabbed well, I guess they wouldn't be the defendant if they were stabbed. The victim has situs inversus. Even if they were stabbed in the left chest, they could possibly survive.
Precisely. It wouldn't have been possible to stab her there without piercing the letter as well. So, that begs the question. Why was the letter found in the victim's pocket? It's simple. It was placed there after the victim was murdered to throw suspicion onto Kay. Somebody intentionally wanted to create this very situation. In other words, there exists the possibility that the letter was forged by the true culprit. No! The real murderer tried to pin the crime on Kay. That is the only explanation for the letter.
And in doing so, the murderer ended up digging their own grave, right, sir?
Objection! The culprit is Kay Faraday. The letter was... yeah, it was actually found in the victim's other pocket.
Other pocket?
What are you saying, pal?
The officer's report was wrong when he said the letter was in her left pocket. It's actually in the... yeah! A foolish fool who continues to make a fool of himself. Is there no cure for your foolishness?
I think we found the best whipping boy for Francisca. Oh, this interaction. I avoided for this interaction all game.
Why do you keep whipping me? And stop calling me a fool! Ah! I saved you the trouble of punishing him yourself.
Indeed. Though I had no intention of punishing him. The letter is stained with blood, no doubt because it was found in the left breast pocket. There couldn't have been an error in the officer's report. Unless you were the investigator. Ouch.
Oh, say something, Justine! Mommy, help!
I see you have no objections. Then allow me to continue. There is one more potential suspect in this case.
Would official localizers avoid saying devil in translation? It depends. I feel like maybe Capcom, well, I don't know. Maybe Capcom would. Only because I like how it kind of parallels how Justine's always talking about the goddess of the law. I think if Capcom officially localized it, they'd say something like the devil of the law more than the goddess of the law. To kind of skirt around explicitly referencing Christianity or something like that, you know? And then that way, like, it parallels better. Because Capcom does use devil in translations a lot. I mean, Monster Hunter, there's a monster named the Devil Joe. So I don't think they would actually avoid it, but they'd probably change it a little bit.
Don't be ridiculous. The killer entered this very room. There wasn't anyone else who did that besides Kay Faraday and the victim.
To enter the meeting room, one needs a key card. Their reasoning assumes that the murderer and the victim entered the room together. This is what we overlooked. If we just discard that assumption, then...
Edward, I never had that assumption in the first place.
This evidence reveals the other suspect besides Kay. The record you showed me!
You think they would, like... I don't know, they think it's weird that there's no name on there?
This is the key card Record Judge Courtney handed me earlier. The victim's key card was used at 12:52 a.m. And there was one more person who also used a key card.
So you're saying that this person was waiting to ambush the victim inside the meeting room? The key card was used at 10:15 p.m. I wouldn't say it's impossible.
No, it's impossible.
Why?
Why?
It's not possible. Why isn't it possible? It just isn't.
And what makes you say that, pal? You got any proof?
Of course I do. I myself am that proof.
Is that your ID number? Ma'am? Ma'am, did you enter the room at 10 p.m.? Ma'am? Ma'am, did you murder this woman?
I was the one who used that key card, after all.
You know, you could have saved us some trouble by putting your name on the record. For someone who believes in evidence so much.
Is there something strange about a PIC member entering the PIC meeting room?
Something strange about you hiding it, that's for sure. Using devil in translation depends on the company. Old Nintendo would, but they waffled on a lot of the censoring stances. That's the thing as well. Yeah, maybe new Nintendo would do it, because there's a character that's literally called the devil in that one puzzle game that kind of looks like Pac-Man, but the devil like points and the screen moves in that direction. They're an assist trophy in Smash Brothers. You may have seen them before. His name is Devil.
Huh. That proves nothing. The fact that you were here and all makes you a suspect. Or do you perhaps have any evidence that you didn't kill your colleague?
Okay, now you're just being silly, Edgeworth. You don't want to get on her bad side. You've been on that this entire game.
Such nonsense! What would I gain by murdering her?
You didn't deny it.
Allow me to reiterate what you said earlier. I'm sure it will all become clear upon further investigation. Why would I, a faithful servant of the law, commit a crime? True enough, I entered this room. However, that alone is not reason enough to suspect me of a crime.
Yeah, you know, and the same applies to Kay, so evidence. Speak with evidence, ma'am.
If that's the case, please tell me why you entered this room. I had some business to take care of, and some preparations had to be made.
Preparations? That sounds pretty suspicious, pal.
Well, they were preparing to put Edgeworth on trial.
Unfortunately, I cannot disclose what these preparations were. However, I'm sure you could hazard a guess. Prosecutor Edgeworth. Yeah?
His trial. You say bring on her bad side? Now wait a minute. If Larry were here, he'd like that. So good thing he's not.
So, he was preparing for my hearing. You must have gathered all the necessary materials.
Ooh, and that doesn't bode well. Because that lines up with the theory that Kay and Jill were here to steal something about Edgeworth.
To take away my prosecutor's badge.
Who? What? Where? What?
Wonderful, wonderful. It's good to see young people go head-to-head so ruthlessly.
Who was that?
Excuse me? Who the hell is this Red Baron dude? You pilot, man? Have we seen? It's a new guy, apparently. Why am I getting, like, Damon Gant vibes or something? Look at his beard! His entire head is covered in clouds.
That takes me back. When I was young, I'd always butt heads with this brash detective. And then one day...
Oh, ew! You're wringing the sweat out of it!
And then one day, he just disappeared. I hope he's still doing well. Yeah, here come the waterworks.
He's crying! Chairman, the best. A lot of things make sense now. Nepotism. That's why the best is still a prosecutor. His daddy's a chairman of the PIC. What the hell? Chairman to best.
Did she just say the best?
Hello, Cordy. You sure are full of energy today. And if it isn't little Von Karma, look how much you've grown since I last saw you.
Sir, it has been quite a while.
I can't see. You don't have to treat me like some sort of stranger, you know? Remember back in the old days when you'd sit on my lap and call me Unky Boo Boo?
Unky Boo Boo?
Same hair color. Yeah, that's fallen in line. No, okay. It's hard to tell behind the text box, but is this man ripped, or is he wearing some kind of like, I don't know, Metal Gear Solid sneaking suit?
Oh, here I go again. Oh, how I cried back then.
No, not another one. Not another the best.
Pops! No, not Pops! Pops, what are you doing here?
Huh? A member of the PIC was killed, and I heard that you were in charge of the case.
What kind of prosecutor is followed around by his own father?
This kind. Little daddy's boy over here. Looks like a biker jacket. I'm thinking more like an aviation jacket.
Hold your tongue. Do you have any idea who this man is?
The best dad and the chairman of the PIC.
Chairman of the PIC, former chief prosecutor.
Oh, we got a lot of those.
He's the right hand of the goddess of law.
He's some kind of priest or something? What are all those badges he has? He's very decorated.
No, Courtney. I'm just an old chunk of coal. There's no reason to speak so highly of me.
Please excuse my subordinate's behavior. I am...
Prosecutor Edgeworth, isn't it? Along with his trusty sidekick, Dick Gumshoe.
Oh, ew. So much sweat, his aviation goggles turned into swimming goggles.
I am Blaze the Best.
Blaze. Oh, I like that. Like fire.
I'm the proud father of that idiot over there.
Ah, yes. Okay. Okay, I'm liking him a little bit more now. He admits what his son is.
When that boy was born, me and the missus were happy as can be, you see. But now I don't even know where she's gone to.
Pops! You need a handkerchief?
Yes, Sebastian is an idiot, but he's such a good boy, you know.
Stop. Oh, ew. Ew.
Quite the doting father and son.
Again with the father and son parallels. Well then.
Now then, Courtney, how's the investigation going?
Sir, we've established that the culprit is Kay Faraday. We are currently focusing our efforts. There are too many uncertainties in this case. It's impossible to determine that she's the culprit. Surely you haven't forgotten the matter of the letter.
I already told you, it's just a matter of simple mistake. The letter was in another pocket.
You talk too much.
Yes. Oh, Francisca, I missed you.
Now, let's all play nice. Everyone just calm down.
I'm sorry that you had to witness such an unsightly scene, Mr. Chairman.
Don't apologize, Courtney. I can follow everyone's logic.
Wait, are all his badges prosecutor badges? You know, now that I think of it, yeah, no, the symbol on his arm is also just a giant prosecutor badge. What, are those like the badge of every single prosecutor you've gotten disbarred because of the PIC? Oh. That's why Courtney wants me to lose my badge so much. She just wants to pin another one on Blaze. Plot twist, a woman who's dead is his wife? Well, I mean, maybe that'd be possible. If she had a child at 15? Maybe not. I don't 16? I don't think so. Actually, it is possible in Japan, but that's very young. 68. Oh my god. I would have. You know, considering that this game gives men in their 50s like stark white hair, I'm actually surprised that Blaze the Best still looks this good at age 68. Just saying.
Don't apologize, Courtney. I can follow everyone's logic. Except Sebastian's, that is.
Hey, Pops!
Chairman DeBest, I am a prosecutor. My duty is to bring criminals to justice.
I'm just gonna say it's possible in Japan. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't think it's likely, though.
However, I won't make someone out to be a criminal without sufficient motive and evidence.
Man, Blaze is 1 year off from being nice. Just wait until his next birthday.
I've heard about you and your relationship with the suspect, you know. To share such a strong bond. Kay has assisted the police in arresting criminals countless times, pal. At least more than I can count. Not a lot, but it's a lot.
There are too many facets of this case that remain unexplored.
I see. The bonds of youth are a wonderful thing indeed.
Eh? What did you burn?
But that is that, and this is this, you know.
Well, you about to go to Woodstock? Raise your lighter, wave it from side to side.
What's that supposed to mean? The prosecutor's office needs to resolve this.
I'm getting my voices mixed up.
The prosecutor's office needs to resolve this case as quickly as possible. I mean, just think of all the other cases that are piling up. There's no time to waste here. It's unfortunate, but you understand, right, Edgeworth?
What?
Now then, Kay Faraday. I'd like to arrest you now.
Okay.
No, not okay! I knew she would say that. It looked like he burned like a handkerchief, but it also reminded me of the gloves. The gloves that were in what's her name again? Jill. That were in Jill's pocket.
No, I won't let you. Kay's innocent, pal.
To defy Chairman DeBest is to defy the law. It would be a grave act of disloyalty. In other words, a hearing won't be needed. Are you prepared to lose your prosecutor's badge?
It's Mr. Edgeworth's badge. You can't do that.
Using a prosecutor's badge as a shield. What has the PIC come to? Kay, you haven't done anything wrong.
Mr. Edgeworth, it was only for a short time, but thank you for everything. I'm sorry. I turned out to be a criminal.
We will make sure to impart your confession to the courts of law.
Phoenix, get in here. We need your help.
What should I do? When I was young, I wanted to become a defense attorney like my father. Someone who can fight to save those in need. And right now, this badge is holding me back. A mere badge for the life of a dear friend. I don't even have to consider it.
All right. Farewell, Mr. Edgeworth.
Hold it right there, Judge Courtney. What is it now, Prosecutor Edgeworth? Here, pin it. Pin it to Mr. Blaze the Best. I don't care. I don't need this badge. This is your prosecutor's badge. Prosecutor Edgeworth, what is the meaning of this? You can't fire me. I quit. Consider this my resignation. Ooh. 2 weeks notice. Easy. I am no longer a prosecutor. Edgy boy! Holy crap! This man is giving it all up for those he finds dear. Miles, I can't believe it. You can't cut Gumshoe's salary anymore. Whoa! He's doing it!
Mr. Edgeworth?
What are you doing? Explain yourself, Miles Edgeworth. It's okay, as long as Francisca has her badge, we can still investigate.
You can't be serious.
Mr. Edgeworth, you're joking, right?
I mean, this is the same man who wrote a letter and left it on his desk saying Prosecutor Edgeworth chooses death. Edgeworth has a penchant for being dramatic.
If you aren't a prosecutor, then
My only mission is to bring the truth to light. If it's the prosecutor's path to turn a blind eye to the truth, then that title is worth nothing to me.
Hey,
He said the thing.
I will walk in the path that I believe in.
I will not be stopped here. We're jobless. See, Staccato, what's up? We just resigned, apparently.
You're running away from Von Karma? From me?
No matter what you say, I don't intend to go back on my decision.
Well, for now. But the future. It's weird. It's weird when you know what happens in the time skip.
So you leaving me behind again? I'll never forgive you for this. No, this is all my fault. I'm sorry. If only I weren't here.
Wait, Kay!
Hey, come back!
Detective Gumshoe, don't follow me.
wait, Mr. Edgeworth, boss!
I'm not your boss anymore. I'm not your boss anymore, Detective.
That's just too much, sir. It's always been you and me. We've always been a team.
Detective Gumshoe, you no longer need to follow my lead. You should try to accomplish whatever you can on your end.
Yo. No gummy? No gummy.
This is bad. We just let a dangerous criminal escape. How can I let her get away? After all my hard work, you see.
Rest assured, Mr. Chairman, this area will be locked down immediately.
It's nothing spoilery, Chibi. I'm just like, well, he's still a prosecutor, you know.
Good. I expect the best from you, Courtney.
The best?
Shut up, son.
It's right there. It's not gonna be in my organizer. The one constant I could rely on. I feel empty inside. So empty. Oop. Well, what else can I do? What else can I do? But leave it for next time. I'm sorry. It's only a little bit less than 3, but I need to save my voice for tomorrow. So we're gonna have to call it there for now. It's a cliffhanger. I know. I'm sorry. Edgeworth, how are you just gonna quit like that? Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry, everybody, but that's my rule. If it's close to or just after 3 hours, I gotta call it. You know, it varies depending on how long I spend on the starting soon screen, but it's for my health, it's for my own good, and I just know my limits as a voice acting streamer, so don't worry. Don't worry, we'll be streaming tomorrow, even though I originally said I couldn't. And we'll find out what's gonna happen to Edgeworth's retirement plan after this. Is his 401k still valid if he quits? I don't know. I don't know how that works. Oop. So yeah, we got new characters. We got Jill Crane, who's got this interesting relationship with Kay potentially. But here's it's always in these games the character gets amnesia before they can tell us how they're relevant to the case. Reminds me of Famicom Detective Club. You play as a character who has amnesia, and so you basically have to refigure out everything that your character already figured out before he got amnesia. But yeah, and then we have the best dad. Is he the best dad of all the dads in this game? It's hard to compete with Gregory Edgeworth. Probably not. but still, probably at the best still alive dad. I don't know. I don't know what to think of him yet. But if he admits his son is an idiot, then he can't be all that bad, right? Right? He may be a little dumbus, but he's Blaze's little dumbus. Yeah. It's alright, don't hang on that cliff for too long. It's alright, Shadow Storm Rider. It's alright, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. And don't forget to hydrate. I will. Thank you, Chibi. Alright. Dip into Edward's inheritance or something. Who knows? Did Gregory have a living will? Hard to tell. If you die, and in this world a spirit medium channels you, do you think they would respect a will that's written post-mortem by your spirit, writing through the spirit medium? Like, in the real world, obviously, that's a little hard to believe, but yeah, no, in this world, a spirit medium physically transforms into the person they're channeling, and they have the actual accurate memories and personality of the person who died. I think it's close enough, right? Knock knock, Mr. Chicken. What's up, Haru? I'm about to end, so I don't know. Whatever's going on, you're gonna have to save it. Ow. I think it's time. We're just gonna have to figure out what we're doing in Ace Attorney next time. And that means today... Thanks for the hydrate. We'll leave it off here. As always, if you have any art for the stream, post it on the stream art section of the Discord or tweet it at me, and I will put it up. Remember, monthly art prompts, crossover fighting game character you wish for, but is not in your favorite crossover fighting game. I need to figure out who I'm drawing. And the thing about making monthly art prompts is like, I gotta make this last all month. What if Multiverses isn't popular by the end of the month? I don't know anymore. I don't know. Still though. Anyway, if you ever want to catch a past VOD, if you ever miss a stream, go ahead and check out the YouTube. Links are in the chat. Twitter, Discord for updates about the stream. Don't forget to follow on Twitch, subscribe on the YouTube, all that good stuff. And I don't know, I'm all off now. I haven't streamed for 2 days. I'm just gonna say, if you're going to sleep, have a good one. Stay clucky, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye-bye. Don't be a stranger.